It was quite something. It was the saddest field goal. Hank, if you need a diarrhea break, go. Diarrhea break, go. Hey, listen, we all got something. What are you doing? Go. Why? Are you okay? Oh, no.
He's going to poop.
The way he got up.
Hearing about this field goal.
He didn't want to hear about the sad field goals.
He did not.
On today's Part of My Take, Week 3 in the NFL. What a witching hour we had. We had blowouts, but we had some incredible finishes. The Packers lost to the Browns. The Rams and Eagles game. The Bucs stay undefeated. The Bears win a gateway game against the Cowboys. We're going to get into all of it. We're going to start with fastest 2 minutes. We're going to do who's back of the week. Maybe talk a little playoff baseball with the last week of the regular season. Some teams looking to get in. And it's all brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. Football is back, and so is your chance to cash in like never before with DraftKings Pick 6, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Your game day instincts can score you real money fast. Here's the play. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats from breakout rookies to elite QBs and unlock upside every snap brings. The better your calls, the bigger your payout. No gimmicks, no convoluted rules, just you, your player reads, and a shot at big returns. Nail your picks, and you're not just winning, you're stacking. Pick 6 rewards. Bold play with payouts beyond the minimum if you beat the field. So here's the kickoff bonus. New DraftKings customers get $50 in bonus picks with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. You can do everything. Like you can be like, oh, Caleb Williams over 250 passing yards. That would have hit today. Caleb Williams over 2.5 touchdowns. That would have hit today. All with the pick 6. This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Play just $5. Get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. This season, play your player instincts. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Play just $5 to get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Today is Monday, September 22nd, and it's week 3. Whoop! Whoop! They're not gonna get him. Some spread. Tick, 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 tick. We start in Nashville, where under coach Shane Steichen's Kool-Aid, QB Daniel Jonestown has the Indianapolis Colts leaving bodies in their wake. Jonathan Traylor showed off his wheels running for 102 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Tyquan Lewis Hamilton said, F1 sack, I want 2, as the Colts ran over the Titans all afternoon long. Someone get Cam Hospital Ward and offensive line before we lose the young promising QB. Also, Anthony Richardson played and didn't do anything bad. Colts roll 41-20.
We head to Rowell John, Maryland, where Jaden Daniels' knee is going to be fine, and no one is worried about it at all, and it's doing great, and it's fine. Meanwhile, Marcus, there's something about Mariota, has a little more white in his hair than he used to, and Ja'Cory Krosky Meritocracy said, it doesn't matter where I got drafted, get ready to learn, Bill Buddy. The Commander's old mercenaries looking like the Bobby Wagner group, as Theo Von Miller had people saying, there's no way he's actually that old, is he? Major Tutty had a Trey Tucker giving him the old Tuck 9000, going real deep on the hog for a very easy completion, while Skeet Carroll had more trouble using the shotgun in D.C. since Dick Cheney, and Dan Marino Quinn was all over the white lines and ended up getting a nosebleed as he avenges his loss to teams that Tom Brady leads by cheating. Commanders 41, the Raiders 24.
You okay, Boom?
Fine, Teach.
All right, we head to the Battle of the Booth in Tampa Bay, where Memes and Zach were on the scene for the first ever dual boomer.
In Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers take on the New York Jets. With the opening score, Nickelback, folks, boots an absolute picture-perfect photograph field goal through the uprights to set the tone. But fear not, police Chase McLaughlin avoids capture from the judicial Jets and scores 3 from 54 yards out. Baker Mayfield of dreams built it, and 7 points did come after connecting with Michael Jackson Evans, who moonwalked into the end zone, concluding one thriller of a drive. Let's kick it to Memes with the second half.
In the second half, Tyrod Taylor, no, it's pronounced today, Junior, as it took the Jets offense 4 quarters to get going and give the Jets a chance at a comeback. Will McDonald turned into the Kung Fu Panda and said, skadoosh, blocking the ball with his chest and returning it for a go-ahead touchdown. Bucky Kyrie Irving wanted to prove the Jets defense was still flat on the final drive, and Pika Egbuka was lighting up the Jets secondary. Chase Sarah McLaughlin, I will remember the Jets almost beating the Bucs. Will you remember the Jets almost beating the Bucs? Don't worry, nobody will. Bucs 29, Jets 27.
Thanks, boys. We head down to Cleveland, or up to Cleveland, where Joe Flacco J still has the juice, carving up the Packers defense late when Cleveland needed it the most. On the other side, Packers wide receiver Johnny Cochran Fitzpatrick scored, but Jordan Glove didn't fit anymore in some tight windows, throwing a costly interception late. Kicker Andre 3000 Schmidt was probably an outcast after his previous failures, but he's a big boy. And after this game winner, I'm sure he's going to be all right. Okay, now ladies, yeah? That's the end of the boomer. Browns stun the Packers 13-10. We now go to Philly, where Max was there for late second half heroics.
We head over to Philadelphia, where a lot of haters learn that the truth hurts. You say he ain't great till he's gotta be great. Don't tweet at me, say it straight to my face. Our old man's on the Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Hurts is so much more exciting. Gunnar Ford shined early for the Rams today as he was jacking up the Eagles' offensive line all day en route to the game's scariest sack. A.J. Sonderulo Brown said, "Play mo, me say play mo. Second half come and we don't want to go home," as he exploded late in the game to 6 catches and 100 yards. Jordan Davis got his belly in check this summer and had a dominant game that concluded with a game-sealing touchdown after his second blocked field goal. And for that, he is my Jordan of the week. Eagles win. I forgot to put on the score.
We go up to Minnesota as Arson Wentz was on fire and everyone in Vikings Nation was standing and taking their hats off to Isaiah Can You See Rodgers, who made the Bengals helmets broad stripes and their bright stars like Noah Fant and Jamar Chase wish they had the old Rockets red glare of Andy Dalton back in the building. Rodgers had 153 yards of touchdown returns in the first half alone and a forced fumble. Meanwhile, TJ Hock'em Sock'em Robots kept his head on in a very fun game, scoring a TD. Drake Browning was over-reliant on his Drew samples, and he needs some throw Zimpic instead of trying to strike a chord, and it's Samaje P. Reiner. Vikings humiliate the Bengals 48-17.
We now head over to Foxborough, where Hank is there.
Over to Gillette, where a very, very, very special AWL got inducted into the Patriots Hall of Fame. We'd like to give a special shout out to Julian Edelman. Shout out to Jules.
Shout out, Jules.
Hunter Henry Lockwood had silky soft mitts around the green zone, catching 2 touchdowns and drove the ball well when it was in his hands, as would be expected. Drake Mason Derulo smoked his head in the red zone and was overheard saying, "What'd you say?" to his teammates in the huddle right before throwing an interception in the end zone to Brandon. What we do in life echoes in eternity. DK Derulo Metcalf was getting jazzy on him after catching a second quarter from Aaron Richard Rodgers, making him worth every cent of that offseason do-re-mi. Big boy Mike Vrabel was not liking the way Ramondre 3000 Stevenson was moving today and told him after the game, hey, yeah, gotta go onto the field or you gotta hold on to the football or get your ass is getting cut.
Was that Andre 3000?
Nailed it, boom.
Hey, yeah, gotta hold on to the football or your ass is getting cut.
Got it.
Calvin Austin Powers was feeling groovy, baby, after catching the game-winning touchdown in the fourth quarter. Steelers win 21-14.
We go to a battle of the AFC West as the Los Angeles Chargers hosted the Denver Broncos. After Najee Harris tore his Achilles, a word that, in a touching tribute to Najee, only has one eye. It was time for Omarion Plankton to make the competition look like a chum bucket. Meanwhile, Darwin James has evolved into the final form of a safety. In a ludicrous game, Knicks went 14 for 15, 1 TD, Bows run on occasions, no INTs. I got bows. In different area codes, bows. I got bows in different area codes, but didn't make enough throws. I didn't make enough throws. After the Chargers defense stopped the Broncos from driving.
Usually the Chargers can't even stop a Ford from making the 5-minute walk to the Rams locker room, boom.
Cameron got down with indignance as they split the uprights. Chargers win 23-20.
Standing on the corner, Jameis Winston and Hoboken, such a fine sight to see. He should be in Cincy or a Viking like Wincy, but instead he's stuck at third string. Russ should be locked up. He's throwing lobs up. And where is Taylor Swift? She might be knocked up.
Chiefs are up 16-6 in the fourth quarter. And that is our fastest 2 minutes, brought to you by our friends at Chevy. Football season is here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that always game ready, Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner, pardon my take, and our favorite truck, and it's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado. Okay, week 3 in the books. We got fourth quarter Giants, Chiefs that we'll update after. But boys, I feel like week 3, this Sunday, was the true arrival of Sunday witching hour and the NFL season, because we had what was, basically shaking up to be an absolutely terrible first slate of games where there were blowouts everywhere. The closest game was like the Browns and Packers. It was 10-0 Packers.
Might as well have been 30.
Yeah, the Rams were killing the Eagles at halftime. The Jets were getting killed. And then the blowouts stayed the blowouts, but we had all hell break loose, and it was awesome to watch. And everyone was just blocking kicks left and right, and it became an awesome witching hour. So we finally got our first real holy shit witching hour.
It was awesome. I missed the chaos. You want to start with the Packers and the Browns?
I was going to start
probably the most surprising one.
I was going to start with Eagles Rams because Max, I want to just get that out of the way because Max probably got some receipts for us.
Max?
Eagles 33, Rams 26. This was a tale of two halves. The Philadelphia Eagles fans were booing the Eagles into halftime because the Eagles had 33 total yards at half. It was 212 to 33 total yards at half. Jalen Hurts was 4 for 8 for 17 yards.
They had negative 1 yards passing as a team.
Yes, shout out Meek Phil. It was crazy. It looked like the Eagles were just not up for it. And then I guess maybe what the Eagles needed was to be forced into a game script where they had to pass, because in the second half their offense woke up and Jalen Hurts was phenomenal. He was in the second half, he was 17 for 24, 221 yards, 3 touchdowns. He found that A.J. Brown still exists. And then we had the block kick at the end, and the Eagles stay undefeated. They have now won 17 straight games where Jalen Hurts has started the game and finished the game.
That's crazy.
Crazy. 17-0.
What was that has started and finished the game?
Yeah, because the one that obviously when Kenny Pickett came in and lost to the Commanders.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
He was also very big in that game before he went out.
Very big. Very big.
Yeah.
You should have been a win.
Yeah.
Should have been a win.
But yeah, I think the Eagles also figured out in the second half, target Emmanuel Forbes because he weighs 25 pounds.
Yeah.
And he can be carried as a backpack would.
Skinny legs.
That's your boy.
That's not my boy. But the Eagles' offense in the second half was great. Like their AJ Brown was awesome.
Yep.
Devontae was awesome. Barkley never really got it going, but he didn't really need to. And Max, before we get to your full reaction from the game, I have a question for you. Did you see Jalen Hurts' reaction to the blocked field goal?
Of course. He's a psychopath.
Jalen Hurts is a psychopath, a legitimate like Dexter-style serial killer, more so than Bosworth, because they just blocked the kick to win the game and returned it where you had a man who was about 350 pounds sprinting full speed down the field, and Jalen Hurts, he was looking at it like it was static on a television.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And when you juxtapose it with, because we had a bunch of walk-off field goals today.
Yeah.
You juxtapose it, they had Joe Flacco watching, Justin Herbert watching, Baker Mayfield watching. All these kicks.
The coach, I can't think of his name, Jets coach.
Aaron Glenn, that was the block kick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking walk-off field goals. Like all these other quarterbacks watching their teams win, and they were going crazy, and Jalen Hurts was just deadpan. It felt like the Eagles offense, like that was what you were looking for, Max. Is that not fair? Like you were looking for that type of performance where they can pass and run the ball. Also, I did check with our expert on all wild stats. It got a official wild ruling on it. Jake Marsh, our darling Jake. AJ Brown last year, week 12 against the Los Angeles Rams. His stat line was 6 catches, 109 yards, and 1 touchdown. This year against the Los Angeles Rams, his stat line was 6 catches, 109 yards, and 1 touchdown.
That's very wild.
That's wild. Exact same stat line. That's wild.
That is wild. That's very wild.
So Max, how are you feeling? Because you were booing. Max was booing at halftime. He said, "Fire everyone."
That's not true. I did not say that.
He pulled me aside and he said,
"This is a lie.
We should never have let Kellen Moore out the door. We should have fired Nick Sirianni."
That's not that. I said that I received a text that said that.
Who sent that text?
Just from like a
was
friend.
that a family member?
No, it was not a family member.
Was that a Delente?
It was not a Delente.
Send that text?
A Delente did not send that text.
I love the we shouldn't have let that guy out of the building line of thinking at all times.
I like that too. Also, you know how they say like retweets do not equal endorsements?
I always say that.
I actually think that messages that you get from your boys on your group chats, that is endorsed.
You are the company you keep.
Yes, exactly. Those do equal endorsements, Matt.
So, Max, are you still thinking Nick Sirianni should be fired?
No, I never said that Nick Sirianni should be fired.
But you are the company that you keep.
I never said any of that.
You're lying. You just committed perjury.
I never said that.
You have said
you guys aren't going to turn
Max,
this against
Max,
me.
True or false?
This is insane that you're just saying something that I never said.
Big Cat, did Max ever in his life say that he wanted Sirianni fired?
Yes.
You just committed perjury.
Right,
you said Caleb sucks.
Well, yeah, he did suck at the time.
Nick Sirianni sucked at the time too.
Okay. So?
Yeah.
So what happened in the second half? Maybe it's time to hire Patullo as the head coach?
I think that there's a chance that Jalen Hurts may have just taken over offensive coordinator.
Oh, okay.
There was a point in the game where he got into Patullo's face and started yelling at him. You don't know what he was actually saying, but it seemed to go to the extent of we need to be more aggressive. And I think that there's a chance that the offensive play caller in the second half was Jalen Hurts.
Oh.
He did say after the game, like, we needed to be more aggressive.
Yeah.
We stepped it up on offense. He seemed like he was very happy with the changes that were made going into the second half.
And that's why I think that he was. There's a slight chance he was just the play caller.
Yeah. I mean, it was night and day. Also, special teams matter a lot because it was actually the second kick that you guys had blocked on the day.
Their special teams was also insane.
So I looked into it. Joshua Carty, their kicker, the Rams kicker, he actually did an interview a couple weeks ago where he's admitted that he has perfected the knuckleball. So he is using a knuckleball kick, and it was fucking you guys up constantly. It was all day that you guys couldn't feel the kickoff. It was crazy to watch, and I think that this will end up happening a lot more because he's figured it out, and it's a copycat league. I think more guys are going to figure it out. But yeah, this guy has figured out how to do a knuckleball with a football, and it was apparent. The field position, and there's actually something to back it up. I know it's only 3 weeks through the season, but the Rams' opposition has the worst starting field position off of kickoff.
That's pretty crazy. I did notice that kickers in general have gotten better at the kickoff.
Yeah.
There's more strategy now that they've had some time to let the year shake out a little bit, but he is the best at it.
Yes.
By far.
Yes. This is also the largest comeback the Eagles had since the 2010 season. Pretty crazy.
Yep, miracle at the Meadowlands too.
Yeah.
When Deshaun Jackson returned the punt.
Overall, I feel like the Rams are going to just be kicking themselves. They definitely let one go away. You know, I think there was a holding penalty too when they scored a touchdown in the second half. They went for it on a fourth down that was pretty aggressive. That was a game the Rams could have easily won, and they just didn't do the little things, especially special teams, to win the game. I mean, they had a field goal to win the game at the end. Max, let me ask you this. Do you think at some point the Eagles should try to lose one just to remember what it's like? It's been so long since you've lost one.
Disagree.
Okay. Just throwing it out there. This is part of my take. I'm just throwing out a take.
Jalen Hurts, he doesn't like losing. He refuses to lose.
But if he forgets what it feels like to lose, then you might keep going and then get to a point where it's like, oh shit, we lose the big one. I forgot about the fear of losing.
I think there's a chance that he felt like he lost this game today.
Yeah, that's true. That was a lost win.
Yeah, the way that he was watching the win made me think in his mind, he was like, we don't deserve this win.
There's nothing better than a lost win.
He's not going to celebrate it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, literally was not celebrating.
There's a good chance that in the locker room, in the middle of Stefanski's speech, Jalen Hurts just stopped him and said, guys, we got lucky today.
Yeah.
No one in this room should treat this like we won.
Yeah, let's not even celebrate. No game balls.
Jordan Davis, Jalen Hurts both get game balls.
We're not going to Fuddruckers.
Can we talk about that for a second? Jordan Davis reached 18.59 miles per hour on his kick return to end the game. He's the heaviest player ever to return a kick 50-plus yards for a touchdown, 336 pounds.
It says that he was it's the fastest speed by a player over 330 pounds since at least 2017, which is when they first started tracking it. So maybe of all time.
Of all time.
That he might be the fastest fat guy of all time, which is pretty cool. He also had that play where he chased down Matt. I know he did lose some weight, and on the play where it's funny to say chased down Matt Stafford. He did do that, and I think maybe old Jordan Davis wouldn't have. I think Jordan Davis might be a problem.
Young Matt Stafford would have outrun old Jordan Davis easily. Fat Jordan Davis versus young Matt Stafford. That's Matt Stafford all day.
No, so young Matt Stafford would have run away from young Jordan Davis.
Yes.
Which was the old Jordan Davis.
Both of them at their youngest, Matt Stafford wins that. Both of them at their oldest, which is today, Jordan Davis wins that. I know people don't care about our bets, but I'm sure there are people listening to this right now who did have it. That was one of the most bullshit ways of all time to lose plus 3.5. Of all time. Because there was no reason for Jordan Davis to run that back. The clock had expired. You're a fat guy, dude. You don't like to run, okay? Just lay down. I know it's a cool moment, and Max giggled a little bit, and I needed about 10 minutes. I needed about 10 minutes to just...
I halted my celebration of the most insane win ever.
You giggled.
I
always
Hank, you said it yourself.
I was only mad at you for 10 minutes.
It's true.
I let it go. But it was crazy. I think everyone who had the Rams has reason.
Oh, yeah.
This is where also, because I know that people don't care about our bets. There needs to be a national hotline that everyone can call into when that happens. If you had Rams plus 3.5, that you can just call in and chat with your boys and just be like, hey, you had that. Yeah, that was bullshit. You just basically have a conversation with the boy, link you up to a random person and just say, yeah, that was complete bullshit. That's fucked up. I can't believe that happened. I'm retiring. That was the worst loss ever. All right, what do you like in the late games?
Yeah, it's that.
We need that.
Or just have one person that's on the end responding to all the calls, like a phone sex operator.
I mean, everyone does have that. I text Dave every time, and he texts me every time there's something bad like that because we're the emotional support there. But it would be nice. I would have liked to talk to some random guys and just bitch about the play for 10, 15 minutes.
I had the under in our part of my take picks, so as of now I'm 0-5. So do not take any of my bets that I ever put out on this podcast ever unless I get really hot. But yeah, it sucks. And also that's not what cost me the win, but it's fun to just blame that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to choose to do that. But yeah, Max, it was a great way to end a game. Great way to
Incredible.
Great way to
But he
win.
could have just gone down.
You guys won. I don't think the Eagles are ever going to lose again. They're just really good. And you know what?
But as a big guy yourself, if you ever had a chance to score, like you got to take it.
If it ruined my bet, no way.
You
Fall right down.
wouldn't be betting.
Yeah, but what?
You'd be playing.
Yeah, I would.
Jordan Davis, by the way, the first guy ever, possibly, that in training camp when you hear best shape of his life, that he's actually in the best shape of his life.
Yeah.
And it's like very much apparent.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to see the big boy run like that.
I know he's a different player this year, and it's awesome.
Also, the Eagles are going up against. This is kind of like where good teams have to become great teams when they start to get a lot of shit from the league. So the Eagles are now going up against the league who want to ban the tush push.
Yep.
There was another tush push today that was pretty clearly a false start, but they didn't call it.
Yep.
Even though they were told to call it tight this week. So the Eagles are beating the league in that way. And also, Max, did you hear that the league fined Big Dom?
Yes.
They fined him $75,000 this past week
It's a lot of ZD.
for using a phone from the bench area during the Eagles-Jets preseason game.
I don't understand.
The best part of this story, though, is the Eagles' appeal.
Yeah.
Because the Eagles tried to appeal saying he only had 1 foot in the bench area.
He had 1 foot. So,
I didn't know that.
so is having 1 foot out of the bench area, does that make you out of bounds? Or does that make you in bounds with 1 foot? Regardless, $75,000 is a lot of money to fine a man for using a cell phone.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
They're out to get him. Anti-Italian.
Yeah, that's very much anti-Italian.
It does feel like this is FBI against the mob right now.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
We
It
also-
seems
they're probably
personal. It
bugging
seems
his
personal.
phone. He's got to start using burners.
God bless our colleague Stephen Shea, because he, like, totally serious, asked Max if there was a chance Big Dom was texting him in that moment.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and Max was like, "What did you just say to me?" He's like, "Hey, you know when Big Dom got a fine for texting on the bench? Do you think it was texting to you?"
Yes.
He was like,
Max is like, "What is this question you're asking me right now?"
We got to start.
I think he thinks that me and Big Dom just like text like
all the time.
he's he's like my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Be like, what's going on? How's your day going?
I got a question. Why is that against the rules?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
For Big Dom, who is head of security, there's probably a good reason why Big Dom, as head of security, would have his phone on him at all times.
Yeah, no, I have no. That makes no sense to me. I don't understand. And it seems like there was another, like Saquon got a fine today, or they like gave him a fine for a play last week where he like lowered his head towards another guy, and that was like $35,000.
Yeah.
Why was this $75,000 when the other one is like like that actually makes sense? Like you could like we're trying to keep like the players safe and everything.
Well, even if we want to even go further for this game, Puka Nacua getting that taunting penalty when he's pointing to the end zone. Let him taunt. We are strong,
taunting is bullshit.
We
now.
are strong believers on this podcast that they should get to taunt as much as they want.
Or at the very least, the 49ers should get to. And specifically on the 49ers, Ricky Pearsall and Brian Robinson Jr. should both be allowed to do the guns.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you walk off a gunshot, then you get to use that celebration.
But taunting is fun. Taunting is great.
The only taunting that shouldn't be allowed is D-backs after they do nothing.
I like it because then they can
hate it.
They can have someone catch a ball over their head and then get double taunted on. That's the thing. When you taunt someone, you know that there's a chance that they'll get to taunt you back. Like Puka Nacua, what he did was not taunting. It shouldn't have been a taunting penalty. But let's say Puka Nacua is like taunting like crazy, and then a linebacker hits him over the middle and knocks him out of the game, and the linebacker like starts fake digging a grave for him.
Does the 2 thumbs down?
Yeah.
Or the step over?
That's a taunt off I want to watch.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Right, you always have the risk of getting taunted on after you've taunted on someone else.
I also think kickers should be allowed to taunt.
Yeah.
Because then you can just jack up
No
a
one's
kicker.
Yeah,
talking
right.
Yeah,
then you
can
fuck
just
up a kicker
knock
and then
the
taunt
fuck out
him.
of a kicker.
Right. I just want like the animosity going up and up and up.
I do want to know what was the content of those text messages. Like why is the NFL fining Big Dom $75,000?
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It make like
something stinks here. Pablo Torre.
Find out.
That's a good
Pablo.
call.
This is an APB, all Pablo bulletin.
Yeah.
All Pablos out there, get those texts.
Also, how much of his body was in the coaching box? I don't think it's feet. I think it's like was the majority of his weight out of the coaching box? Because then I would say that it doesn't count.
Yeah, was the phone out of the coaching box?
That too.
That's where they should judge it by.
Yeah, like you just
Pablo should get the text messages too, because I would love to know what he was like.
Yeah.
What he was
Probably
actually talking
cannolis.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably ordering food for the guys.
Yeah.
I think it should be like a 3-second, in the lane in college basketball. Like you just got to get 1 foot out, and then you
Send
can go
a
back
text.
in. Yeah.
Okay, Max, truth serum, though, would you want to know what was in the context of Big Dom's texts?
Not publicly.
Yeah.
I would like to know privately and like keep that close to the chest, but I wouldn't want it to come out publicly. No,
Close
Yeah.
enough.
That's-
Omerta.
Yeah.
I mean that's Big Dom's business,
I didn't see
and not
nothing.
the media's.
PFT asked a question. I would like to play this game with you, Max. When are the Eagles going to lose their first game? So they play
Probably next week to the Bucs. We lose to the Bucs every time.
So they play the Bucs, then the Broncos at home, then the Giants, Vikings, Giants. Probably somewhere in the Packers-Lions range. I don't know, man. The Eagles are really fucking good.
NFL's weird, though.
I thought the Rams, this was like a perfect, like going into halftime, I was like, man, this is exactly what I thought. The Eagles can't be perfect all the time. You know, you basically sell out for the run and make them pass, and they're a little more limited. And then the Eagles just proved me dead wrong, although should have covered, and passed all over the place.
Well, there is an issue with Lane Johnson being out because
That's true.
you can sell out to the run all you want if you're the Rams, which they attempted to do last year and still got steamrolled. But with Lane out, it's a different team.
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
Okay.
What happened?
Neck.
Lane Johnson says he had a stinger and he expects that he will be back next week.
Neck stinger.
Okay.
Yeah. It's no big
So-
deal.
That's one of those terms that we use, like, oh, it's just a neck stinger. He'll be fine. And if you actually like research what it is, there's like a nerve inside of his neck that's fucked up, and it's like it's another injury that's way scarier once you read about than just saying, oh, he's just got neck stinger.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Well, we were saying last week, like, now that it's football season, we need to just say, like, I think everyone on this podcast right now is
I have
suffering
a stomach
from
stinger.
diarrhea. We all have stomach
Yeah.
stingers.
We got asshole stingers.
Yeah, it's like not a big deal. I'll be back out in a play. I just got a stomach stinger right now.
Everyone gets hurt this time of year.
Yeah, right, exactly. Everyone's got something, Hank.
I had a brain stinger on Saturday morning. I was hungover as fuck.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Brain stinger.
I have a question to ask.
Yeah.
Can we just all admit that when Jalen Hurts needs to throw the ball, he can throw the ball? Can we stop with this narrative that he can't pass?
He looked great today.
You look great today.
But like, how many times?
You're asking me to stop with a narrative.
Yeah, you're
I've
asking
never
us to
started.
like,
Well, you're asking me to stop with a narrative that bothers you, and I enjoy watching you get bothered. So
you
why-
guys just weren't going to talk about it.
Well, no, but you understand the pickle I'm in.
Yeah,
Like, you want me to stop doing something that could irritate you? No, I'm not going to do that.
but like tomorrow, all of the anti-Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts can't throw the football, Jalen Hurts can't do this. How can you watch that second half when you needed him to do something to win a football game
Take
and he
off your
did
headphones.
exactly that?
Take off your
All right,
headphones.
deal.
Take
Deal.
off your headphones. Take off your headphones.
He's such a bad winner.
I know he is. Take off your headphones. He was bouncing around before we came in. He's like,
No,
he's like, the vibes are so good.
But it's also like he needs to learn to just embrace
Yeah.
the fact
Yes.
that people are like looking for reasons to get mad at Jalen Hurts, even though it's like they just won a Super Bowl. He is a Super Bowl winning quarterback,
Super Bowl winning quarterback.
and he's a great quarterback. So it's like, yes, people are going to try and pick you apart, but like you can't let it bother you.
He outdueled Patrick Mahomes twice in Super Bowls, beat the fuck out of him this most recent time, hasn't lost a game where he's started and finished since what? How many games? 19 games?
17.
And he's very clearly an awesome quarterback, and Max wins the game. He's like, will you guys please like Jalen Hurts now?
Well, here's the thing.
Like, come on,
What I've found,
come on,
and I
guys.
love the city of Philadelphia.
Is
I
he a
think it
system
has-
quarterback? Who
I think-
knows?
I think the city of Philadelphia produces some of like the funniest people. Obviously, diehard fans. But you know when Philadelphians say like, "No one likes us, we don't care." It's just the opposite.
Max cares.
No one likes them, and they do care,
Please like my
which
team.
is fine because like I understand Max Jalen Hurts gets shit on, and he wants people to come correct about him.
No,
What I was gonna say with Max and no headphones on, Jalen Hurts is a really fucking good quarterback.
Yeah, he's very
a
good.
really good quarterback.
He's very good.
And when he does have to throw, he's really good at throwing. And I
And
don't
he-
know why they don't throw it more.
He's the exact kind of guy that I would want leading my team. Like,
Yeah.
the dude is a winner everywhere he's been. He's won. When he got benched, he was still a winner at Alabama. Went to Oklahoma, still won football games. The dude's a fucking monster. You're wrong about one thing, though, Big Cat. I think Philly, they are, no one likes us, we don't care. Max has just gotten soft since he's moved out of Philly.
Oh,
And he started to care too much.
got it.
It's the Midwest stuff.
Yeah. But he's got pens in his ears right now. So either way, we agree.
Honestly, like really
that is
impressive.
We agree that Jalen Hurts is really fucking good.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. Okay, Max,
I
come
wish he
back.
was in Philly.
So Jalen Hurts had 226 yards, which is like double what he's had all this year in the first 2 games.
It's crazy because he has stunk.
Yeah.
He has been dog shit until today. And he had a great second half today. Let's be clear.
He did. He played one half of football.
Great second half. Maybe,
Anyone can play a
maybe
good
the half
half.
of the week.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him put it together for a full game
It would be nice.
at some point.
Okay. You'll have fun listening back to that, Max.
Are things okay with him and A.J. Brown?
That's a good question. Oh, wait a minute. Did you see this punch that Jordan Mailata gave to A.J. Brown?
Yeah.
I did.
That-
he might be injured. He might be injured.
Could you imagine taking this punch?
No.
If A.J. Brown reacted the way that he reacted, I really would be dead.
Yeah.
I really would be dead.
Yeah,
no,
that's what killed Houdini right there.
Yeah. It's seriously insane. You can't do that to someone. You cannot do that to
Jordan Mailata weighs 400 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah. That is a really, really mean thing to do.
And he probably said something hilarious with his Kiwi accent. As like, there you go, cunt.
Yeah. Have one. All right. Bucs 29, Jets 27. So this was the other crazy game. We have one more crazy game we're going to talk about. The Bucs played the funnest games possible. They have played 3 games this season. All 3 Baker Mayfield game-winning drives. It was even, remember we used to say about the Seahawks, how the Seahawks would just play the wildest games? The Bucs were dominating this game. And then in the fourth quarter, like, you know what? This isn't fun. We got to make sure that everyone gets their money's worth. And we're gonna let the Jets back into this and just have the craziest shit happen to end the game. And the craziest shit did happen because Tyrod had 2 touchdown drives in the fourth quarter, and then to go from 6 to up 9, the Bucs get a kick blocked, return for a touchdown, all-time worst camera angle on a play. They just stop showing the guy return it, and then Aaron Glenn is dancing up the sideline, feels like the Jets are going to get their first win. Oh, yeah, Baker still had time and drives them for a game-winning field goal.
So that Aaron Glenn celebration was hilarious, his dance that he did. And that people are going to remember that moment more than they remember anything else from this game.
Yep.
And I predict that in like late December, maybe into the start of next year, people are going to look back at this game and they'll just assume that the Jets won because all they remember is Aaron Glenn freaking out on the sidelines, which he should have. I mean, that was an awesome thing that happened, and they came close. The Bucs, they just know they're great in close games because they have Baker Mayfield and they got Bucky Irving. And also Baker is elite. I'd say he's probably the best quarterback in the NFL at like scouring like depth charts and coaching staffs for any team that he's about to play and find somebody that in his mind has wronged him at some point in his career.
Yes.
And then after the game, he will talk about that.
Yes.
But all week, I think he spends as much time just looking at guys that he might hate on the other team as he does watching film about the other team. Because after the game, he's on the podium and he goes, yeah, their defensive coordinator was the one that cut me in Carolina. A lot of stuff was personal today. Hassan Reddick, former Jet, a lot of people. This was Hassan Reddick getting revenge against the Jets for what? Why is it? Remind me again why.
For him not showing up and holding out, even though he was under contract.
Okay, so for him not getting a contract extension for the Jets,
Got it.
that's what he was pissed off about.
That's what
Even
Baker's
though he had never
mad about
he had never played for the Jets.
on behalf of. He Baker probably just walks around in the locker room before a game. He's like, "You got any beef with them?"
Yeah,
I'd just like to know.
he probably has a box, like a suggestion box in the locker room. Like, put all your hatred in this box so that I can read it and get mad for you.
Yeah.
But memes, can I give you a little bit of a silver lining? Or it's like a weird stat for the Jets.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Jets are tied with their opponents in touchdowns? They've scored exactly as many touchdowns as their opponents have this year.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So there's other stuff that's involved in football, like field goals, but at least you have that, and you don't have to fire Aaron Glenn, right?
Yeah, don't have to fire Aaron Glenn.
that was a non-compete for 3 quarters, including the Tyrod Taylor pick 6 to end the half was just so Jets. Where it was like, how they played tough in the first half, and then he throws a pick 6 with like 45 seconds left for no reason. But then they woke up and they played hard in the fourth quarter. So where are you at overall? It sucked. That sucked because all you needed was one stop there to get your first win. But where are you at overall?
Quarters 1 through 3 looked like a maybe 1-win team. The defense is still absolutely god-awful. Unfortunately, football season is over right now.
Oh, you've ended it?
Well, you're on 3, and statistically, it's just
Hockey started.
hockey did start.
You got the Mets at least.
Yeah.
Oh, that was mean.
Max just shook his head don't say that.
That was fucked up.
That was really
fucked
mean
up.
what you just did.
They're going to make the playoffs, right?
That was
This is
really mean. Really mean.
I thought they were.
No. They still might. So, but
They played the
Doesn't
Nats today. The Nats stink.
you guys have the
Yeah, the Nationals had a center fielder turn into prime Jim Edmonds out of nowhere.
you guys you guys have
I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
yeah, you should have done that.
I'm
That
not
was
leaving
mean.
the studio alive.
You have the Dolphins next week.
Yeah, that'll be a loss.
By the way, did you guys see not to go ahead to week 4, but our Monday night doubleheader next week? Let me just say this statement. There's 4 quarterbacks playing. Bo Nix is the best quarterback by a large margin in the four teams that are playing.
All right, I have not looked at the schedule at all for next week, so let me just try to guess
Saints?
by how they just played Monday Night Football. I don't think they make them do 2 Monday Night doubleheaders in the same 3 weeks. So I'm going to go with
49ers.
Bo Nix by a large margin.
Large margin.
Large margin. Are the Bengals playing?
The Bengals are playing. So it is
Okay.
Jake Browning, it is Tyrod Taylor, it is Tua, and Bo Nix.
Wow.
Yeah. Someone's got to play well out of that.
Yeah.
The odds have to be something good happen.
That might be
I
just
think the Jets are the
chaos night.
backup game. Like the Joe Bucks on the
yeah,
Bengals.
but we're going to watch both.
Are they staggering them, or are they going one right after the other like they did last
No, they're it's just a staggered start. It's not
Okay.
I think it's early, like a 6:15 and a 7:15.
So one of the games should be competitive.
Yeah. So, but you guys can win that game. You'll be favored. Whose line
Hypothetically,
is it anyway?
you could win any game.
Whose line is it anyway? DraftKings Sportsbook. Jets, Dolphins at the Jets.
At the Dolphins.
Oh, at the Dolphins.
Jets haven't won in Miami in 10 years.
hold on.
Dolphins look good on Thursday.
Don't show it. Let me think. I'm gonna say
Mini buy for the Fins.
Dolphins -1.
Dolphins -3. Dolphins minus. I'm gonna say 3.5.
2.5.
2.5. Okay. You got that one. I said 1. Zach.
Yes, sir.
Well, like the Bucs. You're a Bucs fan.
So
You have a
the-
great Bucs shirt on right now.
So the early on in the game, a lot of holding penalties, a lot of flags going up in the air. That made me I was a little nerve-wracked on that. A lot of guys out on the offensive line. Wasn't sure how today was going to go. The boys played good, solid defense. Bucky Irving, nice to watch. Baker Mayfield kind of did his thing. And Buka, 2 catches. The second catch that he ruled not a catch, I think that was a catch. He's showing good hands. Mike Evans' hamstring injury, kind of worried about that. But I'm seeing we might be able to get Tristan Wirfs and Godwin back for week 4.
Was it a hamstring injury or was he celebrating?
No, it was a hamstring.
He's hurt. He went to the locker
I
room.
want to clear that up for Hank.
Yeah. That's a good clear up.
Zach, I got a stat about the Bucs here.
Yes, sir.
Did you know that they had 100 rushing yards? They allowed fewer than 100 rushing yards in 11 straight games.
I was unaware of that, but that's very promising. That makes me feel good.
It's the longest streak in NFL history.
That's just
that they've done that.
That should just be the Vita Vea stat.
Yeah.
Ibuka had 6 catches, by the way. He's awesome. You have a bona fide star in Ibuka. Because, I think wide receivers are the position where if they, obviously a wide receiver can get good after drafting him. It could take a year or two. But I think wide receivers have, the most pop of any position where you can right away know, that guy's a stud. Do you know what I mean?
Has there been a guy that's lit up the league in his rookie year and then completely fallen off afterwards at wide receiver?
Currently, maybe Brian Thomas.
Yeah, it's a little early.
It's a little early. I'm still buying stock in him.
Eyeballs.
Yeah. But yeah, Ibuka's awesome. He's awesome.
He is. Every time Mike Evans talks about him, I get a little nervous because he almost refers to passing of the torch as if he's going to retire next year.
Yeah.
But if there's a guy to pass it to, he's definitely the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say for the Bucs, the big thing with the Bucs is they're 3-0. Baker's a dog. They have to figure out a way to get healthy and stop having injuries because the Bucs today had none of their starting 5 offensive linemen playing their actual position. So they all were interchangeable, and because they've had so many injuries, it will hopefully get a little bit better when what's his name Godeke comes back, and also when Tristan Wirfs comes back. But they got to get that figured out. They got to get some guys healthy. Mike Evans, obviously, that sucks.
Yeah.
But the Bucs are good.
Did you hear Todd Bowles after the game?
Yeah.
Got jokes?
Yeah.
Todd Bowles got jokes. He said they asked him what was Payne Durham saying to him after they won the game, and because I guess they gave each other a hug, and he said, "Me and Payne Durham have a relationship not many people know about. We're secret lovers."
Oh.
What is that? What's going on in Tampa?
I don't know.
It's not a secret anymore. If I was Payne Durham, I'd be upset about this.
Yeah, that is
your
joke.
secret levels.
He also said you've got to, when he was asked about the Jets blocking the field goal for a touchdown, he said his response in the moment was, "You've got to be fucking shitting me."
That's great.
Yeah, that is great. Todd Bowles showing a little personality.
I like that. I think it has something to do with him having the game management coach.
Yeah,
so that he doesn't have to that would take Todd Bowles' brain a good 2 hours to come down from, where it cooled off like a CPU
for a second there because you did
What?
I thought you said game management coach.
Game management.
Did he? Might have.
Well, I was talking about him and Payne Durham
right.
are
That's
secret lovers.
I think that was what the same line of thinking right there.
Game management.
He's got a game management coach.
But you know what I'm saying, like with the guy that's telling him the clock scenarios, and what to do.
Game management.
I think his brain would still be like working too hard after a game trying to figure out the scenarios.
Yeah.
Now he's like cutting loose a little bit after the game because he's got all this creative mental energy.
Yeah. Memes. Can I give you Aaron Glenn's post-game comment?
Let it rip.
He said, "The one thing I don't do, which I understand New York media tries to do, is the negative parts of it. I'm not going to be that way. I'm going to let you guys deal with that. We're going to look at the things we did well." So, Memes, that is your coach. Give us something you did well, and let's not do negatives.
They came back.
Okay. Huge.
That's all they did well.
Okay.
The defense is terrible.
But to come back, you have to do something well.
Yeah, that's true.
So what was that?
So the Bucs stopped blitzing, and they were just playing drop coverage, and Tyrod was just being able to pick them apart.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good. But the defense didn't do anything well.
Okay.
The defensive line wasn't that bad, but the secondary is just absolutely gross.
Yeah.
So you said going into this weekend that if they allowed 28 points, you wanted Aaron Glenn fired. But the defense didn't allow 28 points.
No, Tyrod Taylor pick six.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the defense played better.
Played better, but still very bad.
All right. Well, I mean, these are positives.
You know what? This might be a Wednesday check-in on me.
Okay.
Is to do the positive.
I just saw his coach say that, so I was like, and I agree because it's very hard to be positive after a loss on Sunday. That happens on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. You get back, your brain gets back.
This Bucky Irving play was so bad.
Which one?
The one where he...
Oh, so all 7 of them?
Oh, yeah. That one was bad. I actually liked it. That was in the first half. That made me nervous about the must compete because in the moment I said it looked like those videos when like a soccer player plays against like a professional soccer player plays against like 100 5-year-old Asian kids, and they're all like in a group like running around like a pack of fish, and they can't catch up to them. That's what the Jets look like on defense.
Now, yeah, it does look like they're playing on different surfaces from Bucky Irving, who's able to like move and change directions, and the Jets, they just can't stop.
Yeah. All right. Well, Bucs 3-0, Jets 0-3. I think the Jets they passed the must compete. They passed the must compete.
I also like that the Bucs that they brought in Desmond Watson for a workout.
Yeah.
They were but they didn't sign him. They just brought him in. They're like, hey, you should probably work out today.
Do you think there's a chance they brought him in because when he was at camp, he had like walked on the same portion of the grass and like killed the grass? So like we got to bring you back to even it out.
Do your trail.
Yeah.
The trail's growing in a little bit.
Come back and just even this whole practice field out.
I think they're just having workouts.
That was mean.
I think they're just having like 7 a.m. workouts.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, do you want to join the class?
Yeah.
We're doing Tai Bo.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It was probably like the coaches.
Some Orange theory.
Like all the coaches are like, hey, we're gonna stay in shape this season too, guys. We're gonna do some Pilates before practice. Everybody get in early. Yeah, we'll call Desmond.
I'm rooting for him to make a roster, and I would love to see him play next week against the Eagles for the tush push because that would be awesing.
Him next to Vita Vea is a lot of weight.
A lot of weight.
Line.
A lot of weight.
You're
to
tush
push.
pushing that.
Yeah. Okay.
Last thing on the Jets. Their first 3 opponents combined 8-1. So that's like the only.
There we go.
That's the only actual positive.
And then you play the Dolphins. Who do you have after the Dolphins?
Dolphins, Cowboys, Broncos in London.
Okay.
And the Panthers, I believe. It does get easier, but I mean, it's just a uphill battle.
You just the way week 1 and 3 went. It's like just get one of those wins. Be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Fields next week.
Maybe.
He's got to do the whole protocol now.
Terod was actually kind of elusive in the pocket today. He was moving around.
He wasn't that bad, but when they were just strictly blitzing, he couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, the other game that was an incredible ending: Browns 13, Packers 10. This was crazy. This was shocking because it was a really it was a defensive battle. The Browns defense is legit as legit could be. Mason Graham is awesome. Adding him to that defensive line has been incredible for the Browns defense and what they're able to do to other teams. So here's a couple stats just to talk about the Browns defense real quick because they won the game. Joe Flacco had a nice drive at the end, but it was the Browns defense that carried the day. So far, the Browns defense has held Chase Brown to 21 carries, 43 yards. Derrick Henry, 11 carries, 23 yards. Josh Jacobs, 16 carries, 30 yards. Those are some pretty good running backs, and they've completely stonewalled them. The Browns defense kept them in this game. I was looking at it. The Browns offense is not good, not explosive. They had 3.9 yards per play, which is not good, but they were in the game because the Browns defense held the Packers to 3.8 yards per play.
Yeah, so this is actually the first game that the Browns have not outgained their opponent. If you can believe that. And it's their first win. They're 0-2 when outgaining their opponent. They're 1-0 when their opponent outgains them. Kind of crazy to think about. They also got fucked. They got fucked on that fumble that Josh Jacobs had. It ended up being kind of like ball don't lie.
Yep.
But the Browns very clearly got screwed. Like there was a 15-minute span where I saw 3 calls. I'm trying to remember the other 2, but there were 3 calls that were very clearly like should have been overturned, should have gone a different way. And for whatever reason, the replay review did not work on them. The Browns got fucked on that one, but their defense is elite.
Yes.
Like one of the best defenses in the entire league.
Going to keep them in every single game. I know it didn't obviously last week against the Ravens, but that game again was closer than the final score because of some of the special team stuff and turnover.
And Mason Graham is probably the defensive rookie of the year right now.
I would say so.
He's awesome.
He's got a 43% pass rush win rate against the Packers.
That sounds really high.
Average for a defensive tackle is 9%.
Yeah, for a defensive tackle. That's
so
crazy.
43% to 9%.
And they've got Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
And they had, let's give credit where credit's due, Joe Flacco, maybe the operation of the week.
Yeah.
Was that the operation of the week?
It was the operation of the week.
An awesome operation at the end of the game where they had the ball in the middle of the field. The center ran up, spotted the ball for the ref who came in, just booped the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
They got the snap off. They spiked it in time for the field goal where Smith went out there and made it. That was the operation of the week. Incredible. Yeah. Incredible job. But that's a veteran move by Joe.
And shout out Andre Schmidt. He gets, he was cost him week 1, won this game with a 55-yard field goal. Really cool to see him bounce back like that. And the Browns get their first win. And it was, I know that it's crazy to say this, but that was a shocking comeback because the Browns were down 10 under 4 minutes, and with this Browns offense that feels like 100, and they're able to win the game in regulation, not in overtime, in regulation, a lot because of the blocked field goal and also because Jordan Love threw a terrible interception.
Yeah, so they got their first 2 turnovers of the year in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
pretty crazy, and won the game. Good for the Browns. I like the neon brown uniforms too.
All right, so they were like them, but they also make some of the guys look like a little fat.
Yeah,
Njoku looked maybe 50 pounds heavier than he looks.
That's fine. That's a price you pay.
I know that Njoku's like shredded.
Yeah,
but in that jersey, he looked He looked fat.
Yeah, the neon brown, it's got its gives and takes.
Yeah.
I thought for the Browns, it's awesome.
Yeah. Let me read you guys a quote real quick. I'll just say the quote and then I'll tell you who it's from. I think we can go undefeated, pound for pound. I look at these teams. I don't really see who's better than us, honestly.
Micah Parsons.
That was left tackle Rasheed Walker.
Okay.
And then the Browns defense did what they did to the Packers.
Well, teams are now 0-2 the week after they play the Commanders.
Oh, wow.
Just a little stat everyone's talking about.
That's a huge
because they get beat up so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Physicality.
I'd like that to continue. The Bears play the Raiders next week.
That's right. So
A little tip to us.
So, and then the Bills should beat the Falcons in week 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Quinshon Judkins looks pretty good.
Yeah, Quinshon, he's
got some
RB1.
pop. Yeah.
RB1 for sure. Did Toyotathon come early this year
I don't know.
for Jordan Love?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. It might have. He didn't look great.
No, I mean, I'm not going to. I'm going to be measured in the fact that the Browns' defense, I think, is really fucking good. But yeah, no, that interception was bad. I don't know if he didn't see the guy or if there was a route run wrong, but that changed the game because it did feel like the Browns had no chance, and then that happened, and yeah, they just hung around until they could pounce on them. And the Packers get their first loss.
And I still think the Packers are really, really good. There was a video this week of Jaden Reed after he had his surgery, and he was still under the anesthesia coming out of it. And he was just looking at his phone. He went live on his phone from the hospital bed as he was still drugged up. And all he was talking about how the Packers, their goal is to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's like, this is awesome. Our team's so good. We're going to win this. That's a team that's locked in right there.
Yeah.
When it's subconscious, when you could be talking about anything else, where am I would be a natural question to ask. And he's just like, yeah, we're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Listen. I don't know how the Packers don't win the Super Bowl unless the Browns are in it because the Browns just beat them as 8.5-point underdogs.
Mm-hmm. NFL makes no sense game of the week.
Yeah. It's Survivor League. Busted. Everyone's Survivor. Busted. They definitely, a lot of people probably took the Packers. So good for the Browns. I'm happy for the Browns because they, like this deep, they have an identity. I don't know what the future's going to hold for Joe Flacco for the rest of the year, but like, they will be in most games because of this defense and how nasty they are. And you saw it today where it's like if you're averaging, I think they went 4 for 13 on third down, and like I said, they averaged 3.9 yards per play. That's tough to win a game like that unless you have an elite defense, and that's what they showed today that they do.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, man, it's just a shame. The Packers, I thought they were going to go undefeated. I thought they were going to beat everyone. And then they just couldn't beat the Browns. I am kind of holding back a little bit because the Bears do have to play the Browns and that defense. But still, that pick was bad.
What if the Packers are like the Saints from last year?
Oh, we were all looking for the Colts to be the Saints from last year, and the Colts are still a wagon. It was actually the Packers.
Packers.
Man, that would be a shame.
That'd be a damn shame.
That'd be a real shame. A real shame. Does it make you feel, are we doing transitive property at all?
No. I was thinking about doing the transitive property for this game and thinking to myself, wow, the Commanders might really, really suck because we got the shit kicked out of us by the Packers and they just lost the Browns. But then I just spin zoned it into being like, wait, we played them last week. That's probably why they're so banged up, and that's why they lost to the Browns.
That's
so
smart.
I thought that was a good way to get over it.
That's smart. I think also there was maybe some boos for Joe Flacco, which, I mean, listen, he can handle it. And also, their offense was bad for a really long time.
They're saying beautiful ball.
Yeah.
Beautiful operation. Yeah. They didn't see the operation. They weren't booing the operation.
Incredible operation. 10 points in 37 seconds. The Browns. Watch out.
Do you think Dylan Gabriel gets that operation off?
No chance.
You think Shador gets that operation off?
No chance. That's Joe Flacco.
Yep.
Something about Flacco.
Bailey Zappi might get that operation off.
And then throw a pick.
Deshaun Watson might get that operation off.
I'm just pumped for Andre Schmidt because that is,
yeah,
he misses that, and it's curtains for him.
Yeah, probably for his career.
Think about how much pressure is on that kick for him specifically, where it's like he misses that kick, and it wasn't an easy kick, but in addition to week 1, the Browns probably cut him, and everyone's like, well, he's not good, and now he's a hero, and they get their first win, and I feel like these just like having that one win where it's like, hey, you can still fight. And Yeah, they have a tough schedule, but it doesn't matter. They're going to be in some games.
I'm happy for the Browns.
Yeah, I am too. The dog pound. Also, I found out my assistant Dom, for the first time in 4 years, didn't wear his he has a gigantic Browns necklace that's just a dog bone. Didn't wear it today. He's got to bury it. Got to be gone forever. Can't ever wear it again.
I agree.
You guys agree?
I agree.
Yeah. This is also just so funny because it's a gigantic necklace and it's just a ridiculous look. But that's also why you got to love Browns fans. They'll just dress up like dogs and be like, "What? You're the one with the problem. Why don't you have your dog face on?"
So the Browns, they were first in run defense going into this game. I'm sure they're still first in run defense.
Got to be.
They were third in pass defense overall. They're still probably top 5 in that.
Yep.
First in total defense.
Yep.
Probably still that.
Yep. Nasty.
Yeah, really good.
Nasty team.
If they had a quarterback that just didn't turn the ball over, it was a game manager like Flacco, they could be real force.
Yeah. Okay, before we get to the next game, game time. The NFL is back. Tailgates, packed stands. Hank, you want to look up Monday Night Football?
Sure.
In Baltimore, tailgates, packed stands that buzz before kickoff, but getting in a nightmare. Queues, price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there, beer in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. We're looking at tickets for Monday Night Football. Ravens, Lions.
Yeah, possible Super Bowl preview. You can get into the building for $159.
Okay, so take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code PMT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. We're also brought to you by our friends at YouTube. The NFL season has officially kicked off, and the only place fans can watch every game every Sunday is NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket provides NFL fans with the ultimate NFL viewing experience with features like multi-view, where you can watch up to 4 games at the exact same time, including Red Zone, key plays to catch up, or replay the biggest moments in each game. Right now, new users can score NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 a month. Sign up today at youtube.com/pardonmytake to get started. Tell them the football guys at Pardon My Take sent you. That is youtube.com/pardonmytake to get started today. Sign up today at youtube.com/pardonmytake to get started. Tell them the football guys at Pardon My Take sent you. New users pay $276 or 8 non-cancelable payments of $34.50 a month. First charge of purchase. Availability varies with NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games and YouTube TV. Base plan for local and national games. Base plan required. Device and content restrictions apply. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Excludes digital-only games. Commercial use excluded. No refunds. Steelers 21, Patriots 14. Henry, that was a lot of fumbles.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers. Drake May played well. I thought the defense played a lot better. I thought Drake May took a lot of hits. Like, there was 2 pretty solid shots to the head. That one of them was right before the interception he threw in the end zone, which
he got concussed.
The ball was tipped, but it literally went from replay of his head smashing into the ground, and then he threw an interception. So I think there's a little bit of leeway there. Ramondre Stevenson, I don't know how much leeway he gets.
Probably not a lot.
So he fumbled twice?
Yeah, twice. He fumbled a lot last year.
And going back, I think, like 6 or 7 games, that's his 6th or 7th fumble.
You guys had, so the Patriots had 5 turnovers, 4 fumbles, 2 turnovers inside the Pittsburgh 2-yard line. So twice you're basically giving up 6 points for a turnover. One was an interception in the end zone. The other was Ramondre Stevenson, like, basically 6 inches from the goal line, getting it punched out. This is a crazy stat. Last time the Patriots had 4 fumbles in a game, lost 4 fumbles in a game. 1992 versus Bill Belichick's Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Interesting.
Yeah, wild stat. But this game and the Steelers, like, the fact the Steelers only won by 7 with 5 turnovers like that, especially with 2 on the goal line, I don't think the Steelers are very good. the Patriots should be kicking themselves because they should have won this game. I was looking at it. This game is summed up, if you missed this game, by the way the third quarter started. So I'm going to read you the drives to start the third quarter. This is the first 8 minutes of the third quarter. Pittsburgh started with the ball, 3 plays, 0 yards, interception. Patriots get the ball, 2 plays, 10 yards, fumble. Steelers get the ball, 3 plays, minus 2 yards, punt. Patriots get the ball, 3 plays, 11 yards, fumble. Steelers get the ball, 3 plays, 3 yards, punt. So there were
field position.
There were a total of 5 drives to start the third quarter, 3 turnovers, 2 punts, not a single first down, and it felt like that. It was just like both offenses. Like the Patriots were able to move the ball, then they would just fumble, and the Steelers weren't able to move the ball; they would just get the fumble.
Yeah, then the last play of the game.
Yeah, Demario Douglas,
4th and 1, caught the ball basically on the line to gain, and then took 2 steps backwards, got tackled.
He ran away from the first down.
It was nuts, and that it was a freeze frame situation where the classic Mitch Trubisky picture where it's like if you look at the freeze frame, it looks bad. The freeze frame of like where he caught the ball, there's no defenders in sight or like within reach of him in that freeze frame, and it's like he didn't get a first down here.
His momentum at the time was
it wasn't
kind of
as bad. Yeah, it wasn't as
bad
in real time, but even Drake May after the game said like I got to do a better job telling my teammates that what we need to do. It's like Demario Douglas should just know I need to get a yard.
Good answer by Drake May.
Yeah,
like, I should do
that's
a better
on me.
job.
He was doing that's on me.
On me, I need to do a better job telling my wide receivers to get a first down when it's 4th down and I'm throwing them the ball. That's my fault, guys.
I mean, Drake May easily outplayed Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers is old. I don't know what to say. Like they don't. I feel like the Steelers are just the same team as last year and the year before, and the year before that, where their offense just doesn't have any pop.
Yeah, the offense
got a little more pop.
It was not good today, but
a little bit.
I would take Raji over Russie. Yeah.
Yes, I would agree to that.
I don't know. He doesn't throw deep.
They're taking away the deep ball.
Russie does throw deep. He's not good.
He does.
Yeah, but
he
throws
does at least try to throw
high.
Deep. I agree.
When Russie throws deep, the ball does not hit the ground. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Yeah, fact. He's not like letting it rip or anything, but I think he's a major upgrade over Russ Wilson from last year.
I just feel like when you close your eyes and you think about this Pittsburgh Steelers offense in what's been like the last 4 or 5 years, what play comes to mind?
There's a couple. There's the 2-yard gain from Najee. There's the tight end out route that you run 3 yards downfield, then catch it and go out of bounds for 3 yards.
Yeah.
And then you do a variation of that with kind of like a screen pass to George Pickens, who then catches it and runs out of bounds.
Because what I was going to say is when I think of the Steelers offense, and it might get better, but I just think of a check down to a running back where he catches the ball behind the line of scrimmage and there's 3 defenders basically running at him all at the same time for a gain of 1.
Yeah, that sounds right too. That's a staple of theirs.
Yeah.
I had an idea today for a rule change. I think that any pass that's thrown behind the line of scrimmage should count as a fumble if it hits the ground.
I like that.
So, I'm not talking about where the quarterback is, obviously.
You're not talking about a Mahomes.
But where the ball's going, if it's going to a running back that's 2 yards in the backfield, if that hits the ground, treat it as a fumble. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Everyone would just be diving on balls all the time.
Yeah, it would rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hank, you're right. Stevenson, doghouse. He's in Vrabel's doghouse.
Yeah, because Drake May played good enough to win the game, and your defense played good enough to win the game. You just gave the ball up 5 times.
And 2 times,
yeah. Yeah, 2 of them going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I think the Steelers defense played a little bit better, but did they? Because it was a lot of the punch. There was a good punch out on Ramondre Stevenson on the fumble going in. So that's defense. But you can't expect to get 5 takeaways in a game because it felt like the Patriots moved the ball and then the takeaways happened. So I don't know if the Steelers improved defensively or they were just able to be opportunistic with the ball.
But don't break. That's what Steele does.
Right, but you need to also
investigate Building 7.
Yeah, bend don't break, but also make sure you get the fumbles when they're on the goal line.
Yeah, that's true. Look at the Browns. They didn't have a single turnover in the first 2 weeks. They were great at defense. They lost those 2 games. Steelers, bad defensively today, had a lot of forced turnovers.
Yep.
Won the game.
Yeah. I guess it just comes down to like if the Steelers can get back to the defense that they've had in the past, I do think this is going to be a decent team.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the defense we saw through the first 2 weeks and maybe a little bit of today when the ball gets moved on them, it's going to be tough because I don't know how much pop their offense has.
Yeah.
But they're 2-1, so who cares?
Now, do you feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to pull the Jalen Hurts and be like, we don't deserve to celebrate this because we played like shit? Or is he going to be like the perspective thing of, I've been in this league a long time, it's hard to win. Celebrate every win, boys.
I would say celebrate every win. Also, Aaron Rodgers passed Brett Favre for 4th most passing touchdowns in the NFL history. So he has 509.
Okay,
that's a lot of touchdowns.
Good for him.
And they did get a lot of pressure on Drake May, which I guess that would be the big takeaway is maybe the Steelers pass rush is back, and that's if they can get that back, then they will be just fine.
Yeah, Hank, what are you guys going to do at running back? Is this Travion time?
Vrabel said we need Ramondre. I don't know if he was just saying that. I think we'll see more Travion.
So he might not be in the doghouse then.
I don't know if that was just coach speak of. I don't know.
No, because I feel like guys like Vrabel and Belichick too. If a guy is in their doghouse, they're not shy about letting people know, hey, I've got a doghouse. This guy's in it.
Yeah.
I think we'll see more Travion.
Yeah.
Because I think he might be good.
And shout out Derek Harmon making his NFL debut. That is probably why the Steelers defense played the best game they had of the season. He had a sack. TJ Watt had 2 sacks. Their pass rush got picked up by him. That was their first round pick from Oregon. So it feels like that might be the boost they needed.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to say?
Like Travion had 2.5 yards a carry. He had 11 carries for 28 yards today. So it's not like he was.
I didn't say I thought he was good. I said I think he's going to be good.
Stats max.
I think
I
think he's a good player.
Ramondre had a bad game, but Travion, like Henderson, also had a bad game. So
yeah, but I'm saying which one is a rookie?
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't necessarily mean that just because he's a rookie, he's a good player.
I agree with that, but I think
so
he's
we
good.
agree.
Yeah, we agree.
I think he will be good.
Do you think he's a bad player?
Travion did not fumble.
No,
Antonio
I don't
Gibson
think
and
like
Drake May were the other 2 fumbles.
I'm just not. I'm saying it's not like Travion Henderson's running away with this job. Like
According to film guys, Travion's lost out there.
He can't
lost out
pass
there?
block is what the take is.
That makes sense.
Can't pass
with
block.
the ball in his hand. Dynamic.
Yes,
maybe,
but also what were the stats?
11 carries, 28 yards.
That's not.
He's also receiving running back.
Yeah,
what was his
he
reception?
did catch 3 balls for 19 yards.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Not really.
6.3 yards per reception.
That's solid.
That's good.
Ramondre had three receptions for 38 yards.
Fumbles.
Well, Travion had 3 targets, and he caught all 3 for 100% target catch rate.
Ramondre also had 3 targets.
And he caught all 3 for
100%.
yards. Yeah, with a long of 23.
No, I'm not saying that like one's, but it's just that
how many fumbles
it makes it harder to be like, oh, we have to push more Travion Henderson when Travion Henderson isn't running away with the job.
Yeah, no, you're right, because I think he should be the more dynamic of the 2 running backs.
Right.
But he might be the one in the doghouse for not being able to block.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
There we go. We came all the way around here.
That's why Vrabel's like, my doghouse isn't big enough for 2 of the guys. We need Ramondre to be good.
We got to get one of these guys out of the doghouse before the net. It's 1 in, 1 out.
Yeah. Because I think Vrabel's doghouse, he usually has a kicker in there. But I'd say his doghouse and Belichick's are the worst doghouses to be in. Maybe Saban's doghouse.
If we had to say right now, week 3, and it's obviously way too early, do the Pittsburgh Steelers make the playoffs?
Yes.
I would say so too.
And I think they win a game.
And you do, yeah. You're on record as saying they're going to win a game.
On record,
win a game. I would agree, though. I think there's a cliff that the AFC kind of falls off, and I feel like the Steelers will be above that cliff.
Yeah,
They have a good schedule.
They have to go to Ireland, play the Vikings.
They got
So sick.
Yeah, they got Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco, Browning next 3 games.
Oh, okay. So that should help fix the defense a little.
wasn't there?
Then they go
owner?
through a
the
mini
defense
gauntlet.
again
They go
played
through a
better
mini
today.
gauntlet after that, though.
Wasn't the Steelers owner the ambassador to Ireland?
Yeah, the Rooneys.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Next game, we've got PFT. Your game. Commanders 41, Raiders 24. Marcus Mariota, is he the best backup in the NFL right now?
I think so.
Played pretty well.
I think he might be.
Terod?
The backup.
Joe Milton?
Joe Milton's
We don't
really
say that
good.
name anymore.
Joe Milton's really good.
It's basically Mariota or Wentz.
Yeah, yeah. Why? Just hearing that.
We'll get to Wentz.
You know,
we'll get to
you know how I
Wentz.
feel.
We'll get to
We'll get to
Wentz.
There's there's two things in this world that give me goosebumps in a bad way when I hear them. One is when somebody says the name Carson Wentz when I'm not expecting it, and the second is when memes goes PFD.
Yeah.
Because I know that means he's about to ask me to do an ad. And
You have no idea how mad you would be at memes if you know what he just said to these muted mics back
Oh,
here.
please tell.
what do you say?
Please tell.
Do it, PFT. I mean, memes.
I was just like, what if Marcus Mariota's best quarterback on the Washington Commanders roster?
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Are we ready to have a conversation?
We can
I
have
don't think he is.
we can have a conversation.
I do not think.
I think he is the best backup.
I think you got to go by who put up the most points.
I also think that we have maybe the best third string quarterback in the NFL. Joe Johnson.
Oh.
Pretty good for a third string quarterback.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, sorry.
Josh
Johnson.
Yes.
Josh Johnson.
Yes.
Joe Johnson, great hawk.
Great hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, great
Great
hawk.
hawk.
No, Marcus played pretty well today. He had a bad fumble, but it was after a sweet run. And it seemed to me like the Raiders are they're not a great football team.
Well, I was going to say Mariota was he did exactly what a backup needs to do. He was good. It wasn't like I think your defense was what the story was today because you guys absolutely harassed the fuck out of Geno and shut down Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty had 17 carries for 63 yards, but more than that, 11 of his 17 rushes, he was hit at or behind the line of scrimmage.
yeah.
That's some good pressure.
Yeah, it was pretty good to see from our defensive line. Johnny Newton had a couple big plays out there. Bobby Wagner got 2 sacks. He's old as fuck. It should also be said that on Bobby's 2 sacks, like the Raiders' pass protection is very bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
No, Geno's like he's in hell.
Yeah, he's in hell. He's not getting out of hell. And it was it was closer than it should have been after the first half because there were some costly turnovers and some just minor mistakes that the Commanders were making in the first half. I did not feel comfortable going into the second half, even though we were winning, I think, 20-10 at halftime, because there were these small things that kept happening where if you're playing a bad team, that's the kind of games that you would lose to a bad team.
Yeah.
I think what I can say about the Commanders is, no, I'm not thinking soupy, but I'm reaffirmed in my belief that they're a good team, but they're not a great team because good teams blow out teams that they should beat.
Yes.
And that's typically what happens with the Commanders.
Memes, did you want to start the conversation? You're giggling back there.
Yeah, let's start it.
Okay, you go first.
Is Marcus Mariota the guy?
I don't think so
Why?
because I think Jaden Daniels is better.
What if he started that NFC Championship game? We'll never know.
We'll never know. So I guess the answer is we'll never know.
We'll never
if
know.
Marcus Mariota's better.
We'll never know.
Add a third bad goosebumps. Memes starting the conversation.
Yeah, memes started the that was. Come on, memes. I'll give you another shot at it.
Take a swing.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Good.
I disagree.
Good job.
He did unlock Luke McCaffrey, which was nice.
Yeah. Also, Dan Quinn, all-time football guy, got concussed, bloody.
Yeah.
Javon Kinlaw after the game said he jumped up like it wasn't shit. We're gonna ride for a motherfucker like that.
Yeah, I love that. And Dan Quinn after the game handed out game balls, and then Frankie Louvu gave him the game ball back. And Dan Quinn, the way that he looked at a football, that man was on the moon.
Yeah.
But he might have gotten better at coaching after he got concussed.
I agree.
It's like it woke him up. He's an old linebacker.
Yeah.
He likes contact. His nose was bloody as fuck during the game. That was awesome to see. It was a good game for the Commanders. McNichols ran really well, had that long touchdown run, and Bill got in the end zone again, which is cool to see. Bill. Also, this was one of the other ones that replay screwed up. Terry McLaurin scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
So Bill should not have had the opportunity to score that touchdown because Terry dove into the end zone. His knee did not hit the ground. They did expedited review. And on expedited review, they saw the first replay, which we all saw, and thought to ourselves, oh, he's down at the 1.
Yeah.
And then they showed the other angle, and his knee was clearly not on the ground. So Terry got fucked on that deep ball.
We also had Max Crosby, who I know Max Crosby, I don't want to just trade people off of the Raiders, but I would like to see Max Crosby play in playoff football. And, yeah, he levitated for a sack on Marcus Mariota where – there was just guys all around him, and he just like, I'm still going to get the quarterback.
He was getting cut by Bill, who hit him in the quads, and then he just
fell over him and grabbed Mariota and took him to the ground.
Yeah.
Unreal
He's so
play.
good.
Unreal play by Mac.
And I feel bad. Like, Raiders are just they're it's a work in progress. I also don't really understand Gino's quote after the game. He said, "I believe in Raider Nation. I know we can get this thing headed in the right direction, and that's what I'm focused on. I can't wait to get back to work, solve these problems, and come out next week with a new enthusiasm." What does Raider Nation have to do with playing better football? I believe in Raider Nation.
I think he's saying, please don't call for my job.
Okay.
But I think
It's like shout out to fans.
Yeah. Who's the backup in Vegas?
Is AOC still? I don't know.
Did they?
But he got hurt, right? Did they bring someone in?
They did.
Not Minshew?
No, he brought someone in. Kenny Pickett, that's right. Kenny Pickett.
So he's got a pretty good insurance policy.
Yeah. I have a dumb rule I'd like to propose to the group. And this is maybe a rule that could be for every single play, but I want it specifically for kickoff returns and punt returns. So Jalen Lane had an incredible punt return. There was a flag thrown right at the beginning of it, and I was obviously in the gambling cave with PFT, and he celebrated but wasn't able to celebrate fully because he's like, oh, it's a flag on a punt return. It's going to be on us. I think they need to have different colored flags for offense and defense.
I like that rule proposal. I also, maybe they could do it like they do in soccer on an offsides call. So you don't throw the flag if it's against the defense on a return until somebody's tackled.
But you got robbed of an electric punt return.
I didn't enjoy the moment.
Because you're like, oh, there's a flag. There's a 90% chance it's going to be a hold because otherwise, why did he get so free? So, I don't know what they can do. Maybe there's a blue flag and a yellow flag. And it actually would be kind of sick if they did that for every single play so that you could just see the color and know right away that's on us or that's on them. Because that happens a lot where you'll get a big play downfield and there'll be a flag and you'll say, oh, shit, it's coming back. And be like, oh, no, it's the other way.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
Because for the first, here's how my reaction went. He starts to break away. Then I say, this is coming back.
Yeah, you saw like the flag was instant.
Any good football fan says, this is going to come back.
Yep.
And then you start to think about it and think about where the flag was thrown. You're like, well, maybe the gunner went out of bounds. That could be against the kicking team. But I was robbed of a moment of joy. Also, our special teams today was awesome. Debo was electric in the return game. He had one for 69 yards. He had two for a total of 93 yards on kick returns. Not fat. Looked great.
Not fat.
Luke McCaffrey's return was great. And then, obviously, Jalen Lane had the return for a touchdown. So, good day at the office for the special teams.
But, Goodell, I know you're not Adam Silver, so you don't take advice from the fans. But let's just figure it out. Let's figure out a way to just make it. Maybe it's not different colored flags. Maybe it's just the ref they do have mics, but they can just whisper offense or defense, and the graphic can show which side it's on. You can pop up the flag on each side because I just hate I watched you get robbed of a great punt return, of the enthusiasm of a great punt return.
It was a great return. Shout out Jalen Lane, the rookie.
Yeah. You guys like that idea? You could even do pink flags for breast cancer.
PFT had another good dumb idea rule today.
What was that?
That all passes behind the line of scrimmage.
You already said that. Thanks for listening.
Yep. Wow. It's called Part of My Take, sports podcast. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yep.
We talk about the Eagles a lot. Say great things about Jalen Hurts.
That was probably when I had my earplugs in.
No, it was not.
Nah, I think that was when I had my
5 minutes ago.
I think that was when I had my earplugs in.
Is there a chance that you shoving two pins into your ears might have damaged your hearing?
Definitely a possibility.
Yeah. Do you remember the Simpsons episode when they had the view from Otto, the dog, right?
Otto was a bus driver.
Oh, no, who's the
Santa's little helper?
Santa's little helper, sorry.
Yep.
Santa's little helper. And it was like what he sees, and it's just gibberish, and then it'd be like, sit.
Yeah.
And he could understand sit. I imagine Max sits in the booth, and it's just gibberish, Jalen Hurts. And then he perks up.
Yep.
Gibberish, Eagles.
Gibberish, no hitter.
Yeah, gibberish, meatballs. And then he's like, oh, that's a word I know.
I thought I was pretty locked in today too. There's days where I know I'm my brain's not in it.
This game should probably start to quiet the Tom Brady narrative.
No, disagree.
Oh, because he prepped for Jaden Daniels.
No,
when he was doing the Redskins game, the Commanders game.
No. Next week, he called the Bears game, and the Bears play the Raiders.
The very next week, but he called the Commanders game week 1.
Right, but that's enough time where you can change it. This is the week.
Okay.
If the Bears lose to the Raiders, it will 100% because there was something at play.
Yep.
I'm just getting myself ready. Because how else?
I'm so excited for Jaden to come back.
But Meme said you're fine.
I think that we are fine and that Marcus Mariota is not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be a starting quarterback anywhere, but I think if you're going to have Marcus Mariota as your backup, you're probably pretty happy with yourself.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep.
He's a good backup. Okay. Jaguars 17, Texans 10. The Texans are in trouble. They're bad. CJ Stroud needs to play better. And if you're a Texans fan listening to this right now and you're like, how could you say that? Well, I didn't say that. CJ Stroud actually said that. He said, I need to play better.
Can we have
hard truths?
Can we have the conversation
hard discussion
that we were starting to have about 5 months ago, and then CJ Stroud himself asked us to put a stop to this?
Yep.
Is CJ Stroud hurt?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because remember, he was having shoulder problems.
Yeah.
And they said he's not having surgery, which is not what you want to hear unprompted going into a season.
That's a good point. I actually forgot about that.
Not having surgery.
Yeah.
Like, if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm going to need surgery today, I'm probably not 100%.
Yeah. Surgery just gets mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Max just pulled up his stats. CJ Stroud, 17 games before he big broed Caleb Williams. 4,600 yards passing, 26 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 18 games since that picture, 3,800 yards, so that's 800 less yards.
Mm-hmm.
19 touchdowns, so that's 7 touchdowns less. And 15 interceptions, that's 10 more interceptions.
I'm going to say it, although I do consider myself a Stroud boy, little bro ass.
I'm not going to go all the way to say little bro ass. I do think his offensive line is bad. But he needs to play better. From what we saw his rookie year, he's got to play to that standard. He said it himself. I'm not speaking out of turn. He said, I have to play better.
Yeah, he's
hard
been bad.
truths.
He's been bad.
Yeah,
and I have no idea if he's hurt or not, but it seems like there's something that's fucked up about it.
His last regular season game where he threw more than 250 yards was week 11 last year. That's a long time.
Yeah. Well, today he only got sacked twice.
Yeah.
So that's
a bad pick,
a much better week than he has had in weeks 1 and 2.
Yeah. And also, credit to the Jags defense. They played a great game. Trevor Lawrence actually said after the game, he's like, they wanted to bully us. We're not going to get bullied. It did feel like one of those games the Jaguars might be switching their identity a little bit because that is a game they do kind of get bullied at historically. I think they had lost 12 out of 14 to the Texans. And the Texans would be the more physical team. The Jaguars had it was that interception of C.J. Stroud and also the forced fumble, Tyson Campbell on Nico Collins. They kind of took it to the Texans defensively. So credit to them. They also here's how much better the Jags defense is playing. The Jags defense has 3 takeaways in each of their first 3 games, which is 9 takeaways total. 3 times 3 equals 9. No big deal. I know math. They had 9 takeaways all of last year. So they've already tied their amount of takeaways as a defense for their 18 games last year, 17 games last year.
I'm going to take that stat. I'm going to add 2 things to it.
Okay.
They've got 3 takeaways in 3 straight games. That's the first time that the Jaguars have ever done that in the history of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are we doing stat improv? Yes,
Yep.
and?
Yes,
that
and.
was good.
Yes, and they have more interceptions right now than they did for all of last year.
That's crazy. So
How about that?
The Jags defense is playing well, and they were good in this game. And so the only thing I would say about the Jags, 2-1, easily could be 3-0. Easily could be 3-0 if it weren't for that Bengals game where Jake Browning went the length of the field. What do we think about Brian Thomas Jr.? Are we buying stock? Because he had another game where he was kind of a no-show. He did have a huge catch in the fourth quarter, 46-yard catch, which up until that point, I think he had 1 catch for 9 yards. Where are we at? I kind of want to buy stock.
So where is his stock? It's a complicated question because
it's low.
I feel like he's still got some value built into the stock from last year.
But it's low through 3 games because he's had some questionable moments where he doesn't look like he wants to catch the football, drops. And again, he's being judged against Brian Thomas, last year where he was a stud wide receiver and you got to make those type of plays. I am going to buy stock in him, though. I think he's just maybe going through a little down spurt.
So
He's
if
gonna
it's like
figure out.
GameStop, where it was like on the moon back in 2021, whatever that was, and it's dipped down since then, but it's still higher than most other stocks. I think I'm buying stock in his current season. I think he's gonna get better as the season goes on.
He's still getting a lot of targets.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's gonna be what he was last year.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I'll predict 900 yards, 6 touchdowns for Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas, 900 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
What does he have so far?
That feels right to me.
Does he have a touchdown so far? I think he has 1, 0. 100. Is that all 3 games added up? Because sometimes it takes a second.
He also has a rushing touchdown.
Yes, that is all 3.
115 yards.
Yeah, through 3 games.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not been great.
No.
He gets a lot of targets, and if you just look at, he's got 25 targets on the season, and he has 7 catches. That's a problem.
Big problem.
That's a big problem. Okay, Jaguars, by the way, AFC South might be Jaguars and Colts. Are they on a collision course?
I still like the Colts.
I do too, but I'm just saying, like, those 2 teams, I mean, the Jaguars have some good tests coming up. The 49ers, Chiefs, and Seahawks and Rams are their next 4. I feel like if they can go 2-2 in those, then we might have to be like, hey, the Jaguars are a legit threat.
Mm-hmm. Can wide receivers have the yips?
Yeah, for sure.
So you can fix the yips.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the yips. I don't know what it is.
I think you might have the yips.
Yeah. You can have the yips for anything. Absolutely.
Yips. This is yips.
Okay. Next game. This is when we get to Blowout-ville. We have 3 blowouts in the early slate. Panthers 30, Falcons 0. Michael Penix, yuck.
Bad game. Bad game for Penix. I got
yuck.
Crazy.
Kirk Cousins came in.
I got a Michael Penix stat.
Okay.
Michael Penix has never won a game in which his defense has allowed more than 7 points.
Whoa.
He's 0
Is that true?
0-4 in the NFL.
In the NFL. I was going to say, I was like, it's definitely not true.
In the NFL.
Yeah, okay. All right.
He is 2-0 when the Falcons hold the opponents to 7 points or less. Small sample size. But still, their 2 wins have come against, I think, 6 points for the Vikings.
Yep.
And then I think 7 points for the Giants at the end of last year.
He was just missing guys. I was watching, and it wasn't good, and he had a bad pick 6 that kind of broke this game open. Yeah. I mean, credit to the Panthers, too. They played very good defense. It felt like it could be a dead team, but they got off the mat and absolutely pasted the Falcons. Also, remember all of our Panthers, what do you even call it? Like, what were we doing with the numerology? And
the Panthers, they win the Super Bowl
go to the Super Bowl.
They go to the Super Bowl in years after Ohio State wins the national championship in college football, and in years where they played the Jaguars in week 1, when it also coincides with years that J-Lo got a divorce.
Okay, so here's another one. Mm-hmm. That was the biggest win for the Panthers since 2015 when they won the NFC Championship.
How about that?
They beat the Falcons 38-0 that year.
How about that?
So, yeah.
Things are adding up.
Also, I am 100% in on a curse that I just made up, and it's got a very small sample size, but the Younghoe Koo curse. So Parker Romo went 5 for 5 on Sunday Night Football when Younghoe Koo was still on the roster. Mm-hmm. The Falcons cut him. Parker Romo goes 0 for 2.
Yeah.
You got to put him back on the roster.
I agree.
Don't even need him to kick. Just give him a job. Let him hang out. That is the Younghoe Koo curse.
I'd say that Younghoe Koo is a guy that just feels like a Falcon for forever.
Right.
Right?
So you fucked that up. Parker Romo. Not that 2 field goals would have changed the game.
Yeah. I credit Steve Smith for this win. Steve Smith, he went on the radio and he called Charlotte a weak-ass city.
Oh.
Says all you do is you bitch and complain. You're fair weather fans. I said that way because I've been in the city for 25 years now. I've heard complaining about everything, no matter what the case is. He was talking about how they complained when we were 1-15. I'll never forget how people treated us in my rookie year when we were 1-15. I know some people aren't going to like to hear this, but if you're going to ride and die with your team, ride or die, that's probably the problem with this weak-ass city. fair weather fans.
Damn.
So they got put on notice by Steve. They said, "Ice up, son."
And then they did come through because Bryce Young mentioned after the game that it was an electric atmosphere.
Yeah.
Max, I'd like to have a conversation, just the two of us, for a second.
Okay.
As larger men,
Oh,
Zach, you can
got
also
it.
be in this conversation if you'd like. As larger men with breasts,
Yep.
would you say that when another man comes and flicks your nipple or your breast, it is one of the most maddening things that can be done?
It's literally the worst thing that you can do to a human.
Right. You want to punch the person.
Yes.
Okay. Now imagine if that happened, but the person who did it was Steve Smith, because that happened to me on Saturday at Utah.
No way.
Yeah. Well, he was saying hello to me, but he flipped my nipple, and I was just like, "You're Steve Smith. I'm not going to say shit." It was
A girl has done it to me before, and that has really pissed me off.
We talked for a little bit. He said he's going to try to come to the Chicago office, hang with us.
Did he have hats?
He asked about all you guys. He asked where my hat was, but the way when I first saw him, he was like, "Yo, what's up?" and then gave me a flick of my nipple, and I was like, "There's literally nothing I'm going to do because you're Steve Smith and I am not."
He flicked your nipple, and you just said, "Noted."
Yeah, noted. I like that.
Yeah, no, that's no good. That's no good.
I said, "Steve, you just busted my IUD."
The Panthers took our advice, by the way. They deactivated Xavier Legette.
Oh.
Because Bryce Young was so good throwing to receivers not named Xavier Legette.
Yeah.
So he didn't even play on Sunday. And 30 points, offensive explosion, even though the offense wasn't really statistically all that great.
No, Bryce Young did his job.
Did his job.
He did his job.
Their defense did their job. There were just a lot of mistakes by the Falcons today.
Yeah, a lot of mistakes.
Also, Michael Penix has not lost his job. Raheem Morris said after the game, Kirk Cousins, we just put him in so that we didn't want anyone to get hurt.
Oh, I wasn't even wondering.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But he did say that.
He had to talk about that?
He talked about that.
But I wasn't wondering.
He talked about it.
Now I'm
Because
wondering.
he knew people are going to have the conversation.
Well, now I'm wondering.
Are you wondering about Michael Penix's job, or are you wondering about whether we should have the conversation?
I'm thinking we should have the conversation if he started the conversation.
Okay, let's have the conversation.
Memes. Michael Penix.
What about him?
Give us your take.
Should we have the conversation?
You're the quarterback guy.
I like him at times.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That's a really fair response. I agree.
The problem with a left-handed quarterback is when it goes bad, it looks so much worse.
Interceptions from a left-handed quarterback look like they've never played the sport of football.
Yeah.
I also don't love their offensive coordinator based off of the quarterback documentary.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go deeper.
He's the Pro Football Focus guy, right?
I think so. I just remember there was one play that Kirk Cousins ran, and there's just too much going on. They just got to simplify the playbook for the young fella.
Okay.
Well, he's not that young.
Oh yeah, he's older, but he's still young in the league. Just got to simplify things.
Huh. So you're out on Zach Robinson.
Yeah, I do like Michael Penix. He throws sideline to sideline. He just gotta figure some things out.
Okay. So that's actually so no one freak out. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, one game.
Yeah, one game. Okay, PFT, you want to do a couple ads, and then we will get to the other two blowouts. Then we'll do the afternoon games.
Yep. We'll get back to the games in a second. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. They have a short questionnaire that helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rates means they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recs. I actually recently broke up with my therapist. I'm going to be using BetterHelp. Find a new one remotely until I can find one here in Chicago. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/PMT. The games are also brought to you by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. It's PFT here. I'm making my Irish entrance with Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. How do you make an Irish entrance, you ask? It starts with a shot of proper number 12 Irish whiskey because real friends don't let friends Irish exit a party without a story to tell. Original proper number 12 is a rich and smooth blend of golden grain and single malt aged 4 years in bourbon barrels, mixed up with some ginger ale for a classic and refreshing proper ginger. In the mood for something smooth but a little bit sweeter? Try Proper Irish Apple. It's a delicious blend of Proper's award-winning Irish whiskey with crisp, fresh notes of apple. So get out there, make your Irish entrance. Anything else just wouldn't be proper. Make your Irish entrance with Proper number 12 Irish whiskey.
Okay, Colts 41, Titans 20. So bad news for Colts fans. They finally punted. Good news for Colts fans. They're a fucking wagon, and it was the only punt they had. And they have one punt on the season, fewest punts to start a season since 1940, and Daniel Jones continues to be awesome.
Yeah, they punted once, and they thought that maybe there was a flag and it was going to get called back, and they wouldn't punt.
Yeah.
Because there was a flag on it. It was just against Indianapolis. Daniel Jones is playing incredible football right now.
Yeah.
Just unreal. He's playing mistake-free football. I don't think he has a single turnover on the entire season. It's the first time that the Colts have started 3-0 since 2009. They went to the Super Bowl that year.
Mm-hmm.
And they just continue to dominate in terms of their running game today, but also like Jones is handling the offense the way that he should handle it. Jonathan Taylor was a beast today.
Yeah, he's back.
And I think we keep trying to figure out with Cam Ward, is he going to be a guy? I think in his best interest, we should start to reframe that as being like he might be a gunslinger.
Yeah, and he also needs an offensive line.
He needs the offensive line, but he also, that's one way that we can just brush off the pick sixes.
Yeah.
And any of the bad plays, the across the body plays.
He had another pick six today.
He tried another across the body play today.
Yep.
I think we just need to say Cam Ward he's a gunslinger.
Yeah. I feel bad for him because he's getting killed. And yeah, I like that. Gunslinger.
Yeah, gunslinger Cam.
Gunslinger. Some other just crazy Colts stats because they have now gone past the Saints of last year because the Saints only did it for 2 games. So I think the Colts have more staying power. They're just a good team. Today was the best offensive performance a team has had based on EPA per drive of any team in any game this season. And the second best performance was the Colts week 1.
Yeah.
So they have 1 and 2. They also have 103 points in their first 3 games. No Colts team has ever done that. They had a quarterback named Peyton Manning who was pretty good at football, and Peyton Manning never did that.
Mm-hmm.
So just to put it in perspective. Also, here's the crazy one. Daniel Jones is the first player in Super Bowl era to start the season, first 3 games of the season, with 3+ passing touchdowns, 3+ rushing touchdowns, and no turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones is just good. He's just fucking good.
No quarterback has ever done that.
He's just good in the Super Bowl era.
It's crazy.
He's just good.
And it seems like Shane Steichen's doing a good job of maybe his offense just makes sense to him. Maybe he's just using him correctly.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's working. Maybe it's just the new owner. Maybe she was on the headset today.
Yep.
But they're 3-0 since Mr. Irsay passed away.
It's been awesome to watch the Colts and they have and now like we're gonna find out because they played the Rams at the Rams. Rams coming off a loss. Rams are a very good team. Colts win that one. Get whose line is it anyway? Don't show it yet.
Colts at Rams.
Colts at Rams.
I think it's gonna be Rams.
Rams.
What
are you gonna say?
Rams minus
DraftKings Sportsbook.
Rams minus
6. Oh, I was gonna say 3.5.
4.5.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so I got that one. 1-1. But yeah, the
They're
Colts are just good.
They're averaging 34 points per game, 425 yards per game, which is absolutely incredible.
They're just good.
Yeah.
They're just good. And Daniel Jones, good for him. I'm happy for him that he good coaching matters in the NFL. And also their defense is playing well. I would like to hear and now say I have 2 teams I'd like to make an announcement about that I'm going to be done betting for the foreseeable future. The Titans are one of them and the Saints are the other.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think I'm done with that. I think I just can't do it anymore. Because this game, Hank, you took the Titans. It was over right away.
Immediately.
Yeah. Not as fast as the Saints one, which we'll get to, but it was pretty much over right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just the Colts are set up where Daniel Jones is playing perfect football, and then in the second half, they just hey, here's Jonathan Taylor down your fucking face, and deal with that.
There wasn't anything that the Titans could do about it. They
also are missing their best defensive player.
They're missing some. Yeah, they're missing some pieces. Also, when you start out, you missed 2 field goals. Joey Sly was on the sidelines, and he sprinted to the sidelines and grabbed the Microsoft Surface and started studying the Microsoft Surface. What do kickers look at on that tablet? Are they just on Instagram?
No, I think he was just looking. He's like, oh yeah, that is where the crossbars were.
Or maybe it was
uprights.
I thought that was in, but I didn't see. Like when you hit a drive and you don't
face angle.
Yeah, you don't see where your drive went, and you're like, it felt like I connected really good, and you think maybe it's just up in the fairway. He was like, I thought that off my foot. It felt great. I didn't see where it went, and he's like, oh yeah, it did. The refs called that right. It did miss by a long distance.
Yeah. The Colts even said it. Michael Pittman said before the game that the Titans looked kind of sluggish and that they didn't want to be there. So
yeah,
not good. Brian Callahan did have to address the calls for his firing by the fans. That's usually the first sign. Not a great sign.
Mm-hmm.
I also think, unfortunately for Brian Callahan, just the name Callahan, like Fire Callahan, just kind of has a little pop to it.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like you can just say that, and you're like, Fire Callahan. It just does, and I like him, but it's good. The minute you have to address the calls for the firing, it's kind of like the Michael Penix thing, where he's like, oh yeah, he's still our quarterback.
Yeah, I think the only
Rex is our quarterback. When you say that, it's like, what? What did you say?
The only move you can do if you're a head coach in that situation is just be like, I'd be frustrated too.
Yeah, I hear you.
I get it.
No one's more mad than me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long look in the mirror because it starts with me.
Yeah.
It starts and ends with me. That's what you say.
And I might, if I were a head coach, I'd be like, I'm going to take a long look in the mirror because every time I get a second to myself, I just quietly cry a little bit because this fucking sucks. And being 0-3 sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really hurt because it's my dream job and I suck at it.
And it's all I ever wanted in my entire life. And I worked my entire career to get to this point. I finally got it. And you guys are being really mean to me when you say that I should be fired. And it's not nice because it's a tough economy. I don't know if I'm going to get another job.
I would.
You're rooting for a man and his family.
Yeah.
To not have food on their table.
I would do I would get in front of the media and just be like, hey, listen, guys. Let's try 1 week where everyone's positive, fans and media. Maybe I'll be better at my job if you're boosting me up.
If that doesn't work, we can just
we'll go right back to negative. But let's just try 1 week where you say nice things about me, and maybe that will be what makes me a great coach.
And they got the Texans, so maybe they win this game.
Yeah, I would love to say that. I'd love to see a coach say that. Be like, hey, do you guys think about just being positive once? Like it could help me. Could help my confidence. Maybe I'd call better plays if you're just nice to me during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Just try. Give it a shot.
That's Aaron Glenn. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he said he did say the media is negative. He's like, the media is going to be negative. I'm not. I'm saying you should be like, media, can you try to be positive even though we're 0-3?
Got it.
Just lie. Yeah, Trey Turner. Lie to me for a week and tell me I'm good at my job because it's like seeing a shot go through the hoop. Once you see one go in, oh, I can do this. I can hit this shot. I can coach this team.
I would love to see a head coach, though, be more aggressive with the media. Like actively dig up dirt on the reporters that are saying bad things about him.
Mm-hmm.
And then just being the fake news is making you think I'm a bad football coach. But actually, this guy has 3 DUIs.
Yeah.
So who are you going to trust?
Yeah.
Get real aggressive with it.
Yeah. Be like, hey, Peter in the front row, how's your wife doing? You guys still doing date night? That's not what I heard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just hit him back with it. Care to comment? Care to comment on your wife taking a liking to Pilates and having a male instructor?
Now,
Care
Peter,
to comment?
I'm looking at your resume. It looks like you've been at 4 different newspapers in the last 10 years. You have trouble holding down a job, buddy? Your reporting might not be that good.
Hey, Joe in the back row. You went to Mizzou in the 80s. Coke much? You ever do cocaine, Joe? Just start fucking hitting him with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sarah from the Tennessean. Your paper is losing money left and right. You're trying to go to a subscription model, Sarah?
Yeah.
No one's buying it.
Yeah. Hey, guess what?
Loser.
People are bypassing the paywall because your shit sucks.
Yeah. Ever heard of click here for reader view?
This is what we need to do. We need to coaches start fighting back.
Yeah,
Fighting back to the media.
Get real mean with it.
Yeah, real fucking mean.
I'm sure
Call everything fake news.
Yeah, the fans they'll love you.
Just be like, we won that game. No, sir, you lost 41-20. We won it in my eyes.
It was the biggest blowout this season.
That's how we saw
We
it.
executed in all three phases. Many are saying that it's the best coached team that they've seen since Bill Belichick.
Yeah. All right, speaking of the biggest blowouts, Vikings 48, Bengals 10. This game was crazy because it's crazy to see 48-10, and you're like, no chance. The Bengals had no chance. The Bengals played really, really bad. Jake Browning did not have a very good game. Carson Wentz back. But there was a moment in this game. It was 17-3 at the end of the I think it was, let me see what time it was. I think it was like in the second quarter. It was 17-3, and the Bengals were going in. They were driving. And it was like, okay, even Jim Nantz even said on the broadcast, he's like, we could have something here. Like the Bengals could be fighting back and be in this game. So it's 17-3. They're driving, and Isaiah Rodgers makes a play on the ball, scoop and score, 66-yard touchdown, which, by the way, he also had a pick six for 87 yards. He had a PFF grading of 99.9, first ever. So
that's pending review from the All-22.
Pending review from the All-22. But either way, so it's 17-3. It's actually after the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. So the Bengals are going in for a touchdown to make it 17-10 at halftime. The scoop and score happens. The halftime score goes from, it could have been 17 to 10. The halftime score is 34-3 because the scoop and score happens, then the Bengals fumble again, then a touchdown, then they fumble again, and a field goal.
Yeah. So
it happened all like bang, bang, bang in the last 2 minutes, and then the game was over and the Vikings fucking killed them.
So he had 2 returns for touchdowns, and I think he had also 2 forced fumbles for touchdowns.
1 forced fumble for touchdown.
One forced fumble for a touchdown, 1 pick for a touchdown, and then another forced fumble not for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That is the best first half defensively that you could possibly have.
It was crazy, and they just absolutely took it to him. Carson Wentz, he didn't have like the craziest stat line, but he was efficient.
He played good enough. He's
14 for 20.
They said he's going to get another opportunity. They're not putting J.J. McCarthy back in
until week 7.
Possibly, yeah.
He's traveling to. I was confused by this. They said he's traveling to Europe to keep rehabbing, but he's also not going to probably play until. So the Vikings play back-to-back Europe games.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going on the road, then they get their bye week. So JJ's going with the team to Europe, rehabbing, not going to play, and then maybe after the bye week he plays.
He's probably get that Christian McCaffrey Italian blood spinning thing.
Yeah,
that's what's going on over there. No,
that would, because if I were JJ McCarthy, I'd be like, can I not go? I don't really want to. I have a newborn. I don't really want to go to Europe just to continue to rehab.
I think JJ McCarthy's injury status is going to be directly linked to if the Minnesota Vikings are winning playoff games or not. Or winning regular season games.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, how he plays.
Yeah, how's Carson Wentz? If Carson Wentz is not playing good, then JJ's injury might start to feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like good times create soft men, soft times create Carson Wentz creates tough times create hard men.
Yep.
So right now we're in the soft men create Carson Wentz.
That makes sense.
Part of that life cycle. And then once he falls off, then JJ's back in.
Yeah.
And then he'll be fixed by the time he gets back. Carson Wentz did play good today. He did what he was asked to do. I will admit that. Even though I don't like the sound of his name or paying attention to him or looking at him.
Max.
Or his shins.
He's good.
He was good today.
He was good today. He played well today. I am happy for Carson Wentz. I'm not happy to watch him play, but I'm happy for him as a person.
I don't believe you.
You're probably right.
You don't like him. You don't like him.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I said that I was happy for him.
That's a nice thing. That's a nice thing for you to say.
That should count for something.
I am happy for him.
Did your what was it called, the
Wensley? He didn't throw in the second half.
I love. Yeah, you had the Carlay was right there.
Yeah.
No.
Wensley kind of pops.
The Wensley. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All I had to say was Wensley in front of Hank, and Hank
that
rode
pops.
hard.
Because the Carlay, you don't know who that's about.
It could be,
It could be anyone.
The car sleigh I thought about.
That would be confusing as well, though. When Slay worked.
Slay, yeah.
Slays.
Yeah.
Slay.
No, they didn't have to play in the second half because they just dominated them. The Vikings they were the first team in NFL history to have 2 pass touchdowns, 2 rush touchdowns, 2 defensive touchdowns, 2 made field goals, all before the fourth quarter. That's how like dominant they were. And the Vikings also, I don't really know what to make of them. They had week 1 where they played like dog shit for 3 quarters and then beat the Bears because J.J. McCarthy was awesome. Week 2, they looked like absolute ass against the Falcons. Week 3, they looked like the best team in the world and kicked the shit out of the Bengals.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it got so out of hand that they put in Max Brosmer.
Yeah.
Max Brosmer did cleanup duty today. Doesn't bode well for Desmond Ridder.
No.
But I think having Desmond Ridder as your backup would be the best insurance plan.
Yeah.
Like, people are going to be – your teammates will block hard for you if Desmond Ridder's just salivating on the sidelines to get in.
Kevin O'Connell might be doing that just to keep his personal confidence in Carson Wentz.
Yeah, you're not getting
benched.
benched.
He watches Desmond Ridder, he's like, you know what? It's not that bad.
Also, shout out to Cam Akers. He didn't have like a great game today or anything, but he did have 5 carries. Cam Akers has just left the Vikings and come back to the Vikings, I think 3 times in the last 3 years. So, he was with the Vikings in 2023, and that's when the Rams traded him there. Then he signed with the Texans in the 2024 offseason. Then he got traded back to Minnesota, and then he didn't have a job, and now he's back in Minnesota.
I like that.
Good for him.
I like when guys do that.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to make of the Bengals. It feels like I had like a little hope that Jake Browning, hey, if you can tread water for a while, and maybe he still will, but I think this is going to be a tough uphill battle for the Bengals to try to be in any type of playoff spot for Joe Burrow to come back.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, they got I say hit the Mike White button.
Yeah.
Right? That's the button that
hit the Jameis button.
The Jameis button's not getting pressed.
The Jameis button should be pressed.
That'd be too fun. They don't
we like Jake Brown. He's a nice guy, but like hit the Jameis button for at least the Monday night games we have coming up.
Yeah, I would love to see that. But the fact that they went out there and they got like 3 different Mike Whites to be his backup, when your quarterback is like an iteration of Mike White,
too many.
I feel like that's not going to happen with Jameis.
Yeah. Okay. Afternoon games. So Vikings early. Hank, you should be pumped. We just get Europe football just coming up, just onslaught of it right in our fucking face.
Can't wait.
Right in our face. Vikings Steelers, I believe.
More football.
No, same amount of football.
No, but like throughout the day.
What about the Ryder Cup? Will you be watching Ryder Cup or will you be watching football?
Both.
Who are you rooting for in the Ryder Cup?
You have one TV guy?
No.
Oh.
Hank.
Yeah, me neither.
Who are you betting on?
USA.
You promise?
Yeah.
Promise?
Promise.
That might change.
Promise?
You're not gonna bet on guys from Europe in their individual matches?
No.
Oh, that looks like you might.
I won't.
Okay. Afternoon games. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Chargers 23, Broncos 20. I got to say, Justin Herbert's just fucking awesome.
Whose line is that anyway?
Yeah, what?
Ryder Cup.
Okay. So now he's looking for it. US is minus 145. Oh, you're definitely going to bet Europe.
Europe's a plus sign.
I'm not going to.
But if you had to, which side would you bet?
What do you mean?
If you had no one ever knew what you were going to bet, just you got to bet it. You love Europe plus, what is it, plus 160? 150?
Plus 150.
You love Europe.
I love plus signs. So that's not fair for you to
bet a tie.
For you to.
What could be more European than betting a draw?
Oh, because I'm not European.
11-1.
USA. I just love plus signs. Period. Doesn't matter what the stakes are.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'll find some fun plus signs.
Okay.
Within the game.
Justin Herbert is awesome.
That throw he made to Keenan Allen, and if you're listening to this right now and you didn't see it, I'm sure most of the people who are listening did see it, but if you didn't, go watch it. That was one of the best throws I think I've ever seen. And I know that sounds very crazy. Does that sound crazy, Hank? Or
No.
He's still looking at lines.
Yeah.
That was one of the best throws I've ever seen because the way he was under pressure, had to step up, then had a guy in his face, had to throw basically off platform to Keenan Allen that wasn't even open for a touchdown to tie the game with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was incredible. He just shrugged a guy off.
Shrugged the guy off, then this guy was in his face.
Throwing with his right arm as he's drifting to the left.
Getting hit.
While getting hit. It was very impressive. And, the Chargers are now, they have a stranglehold. They do. They got a stranglehold on the AFC West. It's awesome for them that they got started. They started their entire season with 3 games and 3 games against opponents that they would be facing in the division.
Yeah.
And that they're 3-0. It's going to be very tough for them to get out of that, for other teams to get out of that hole.
First time the Chargers have a 2-game lead in the division since 2009, which is also the last time they won the AFC West.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Derwin James should be the Defensive Player of the Year.
He's awesome.
After 3 games. If the season ended today, I'd be very upset because that takes away a lot of football from us. But yeah, today he had 12 tackles. He had 4 tackles for loss. Everything that Fred Smoot said about Derwin James.
Yep.
Multiply that by 3 right now because I think he might be the best defensive player in football.
Yeah. Memes, can you grab Shane? Because I did have a Chargers fan hit me up and was like, hey, can you get Shane in to talk about the Chargers because I need to get more pumped up about the Chargers? I was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
For all of our Chargers fans out there, you should get more pumped up about the Chargers. This team's really fucking good. Justin Herbert, like the Broncos were playing great defense in terms of like pressure. I feel like Justin Herbert was harassed on almost every single drop back. I went and looked it up. It was 54% pressure rate. So it was half his drop backs. He was just, under pressure. Guy's not open. The final 2 drives they were down, 2013. So they needed a touchdown and a field goal. The final 2 drives, 8 for 9, 93 yards and a touchdown, including that throw to Keenan Allen. Shane, we're just talking up the Chargers, and someone tweeted me and was like, hey, can you get Shane on when you talk about the Chargers to pump us up? Pump us up, Shane. That was sick. The whole game.
It was awesome. Like, those years with Brandon Staley just did a damage on me, and to actually, like, come out and win those games, it's just crazy.
Yeah, because it did feel very Chargers-like for a minute there, where you were controlling the game. Then the end of the half happens where you give up. There's a miscommunication in the back half of the defense. Cortland Sutton gets the most wide open touchdown. So you're going into the halftime. You were going to be up 10-0, right?
Yeah,
and then it's 10-7. You're like, what the fuck just happened? Then the Broncos come out and score 10 more points right away. So it's a 17-0 run for the Broncos. You're like, this Chargers team is going to quit. But no, Justin Herbert's that special.
Yeah, at least like since the Anthony Lynn era, it's always been like Chargers control a game and then a broken play on defense just like changed the whole thing. We can't get momentum back. And like ever since Harbaugh took over, it's just like completely different.
Do you think that Harbaugh has unlocked Quentin Johnson?
I think it has to be, yeah. Right?
Yeah. He's awesome.
Is he fully unlocked now?
I think, did you see that he had made like he mossed a guy?
He mossed a guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe my eyes. It was crazy.
Wait, did he moss?
It might have been Moss.
It might have been
that would be Moss squared. It would be Moss, M-A-S-M-O-S-S.
Yeah.
The most Moss you can possibly be.
Yeah.
Now, so his rookie year, I looked up his stats. His rookie year, Quentin Johnson, guess how many yards he had?
His rookie year, I think he had like 550.
It was 431 yards receiving. His second year, Harbaugh gets there. He's got 711 yards. 8 touchdowns as opposed to 2 touchdowns his rookie year. 711, still not probably what you want out of him ideally, right? For what you spent on him in the draft.
Right.
Right now he's on pace for 1,354 yards and 17 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
It's really good.
That's pretty
so,
good.
So, like, it might be crazy to say that Quentin Johnston might be a wide receiver 1.
Yeah. I mean, as bad he's been in the past, you can't, like, deny that he's gradually gotten better and better. And, I mean, hopefully even better.
Also, yeah, and last year it was like that was the bugaboo about the Chargers. They didn't have guys to support Justin Herbert. Now Quentin Johnson looks awesome. Ladd's awesome. Keenan Allen is awesome again. It's crazy.
Yeah, last year was just like a weapons problem. I feel now that we have we kind of solidified the wide receiver room and everything just opens up so many more things.
Also, Did you know that this stat, it was going around earlier this week, that Jim Harbaugh has more rushing yards than Bo Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so you're pumped.
So pumped.
Win the AFC West.
I hope so, man. I hope
mean, you got a stranglehold. You're up 2 games.
I know. I know. I'm trying to limit expectations here, but
What happens
very excited.
if Justin and Madison break up?
We can't let that happen.
Can't let that happen. Can't
She was
let
in the
that
building today too.
happen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She saw it all. Yeah.
There we go. Did you wear your lucky rings today?
All right.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
All right. See ya.
That was a good segment.
Yeah. But yeah, just bolt up with Shane.
Bolt up.
Bolt up with
Charge
Shane.
him if you got him.
Large and in
Charge
car.
him if you got him.
What'd you say, Shane?
Bolt up.
Yeah, bolt up. Let's go.
Beat the Chargers.
High voltage.
High voltage with Shane. That was. I mean, yeah. I wanted to pump it up. Pump it up.
It deserves
Yeah.
pumping.
Yeah, they're a very good team. Broncos. So defense was there.
Nick Bonita had a really good game.
Yep. Bo Nix, he could have easily won this game if he just hits a couple of those deep balls.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple. That one with like 2 minutes left, that was the game.
He had that one nice pass. That was to Sutton, right?
But that was
Deep
as
ball?
wide open as wide open.
It was a good throw.
Yeah, but not like that's one you got to look back. He's going to watch that and be like, I had this game.
Yeah, I went.
I had guys wide open.
They could say that about this game. They could say that about last week's game.
Yep.
What they do, though, is in these games, they don't really adjust no matter how good the opposing quarterback is dealing with the blitz. Vance Joseph's just like, fuck it, let's just dial it up again.
Yeah.
He loves to dial it up. He leads
Loves
the league in dialing it up. And against Daniel Jones last week, didn't work. Against Herbert this week, also didn't work. The good news for them is that the AFC is not particularly strong right now. I still think that if you just look at their schedule, they have probably 8 to 9 more games that they should win, and they might be able to steal 1 or 2.
Yeah. I just think
they're
that
still
if you're,
very much
if
alive.
If you're a Broncos fan, you want Bo Nix to take a step forward from last year, which was a very good year. And like this was a game that he's your franchise quarterback. He could have easily won this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was moments where he had guys and he just has to hit them.
Yeah, these are 2 games that you've had week by week that you can point to at the end of the season and be like, this is why we're not hosting a playoff game.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can do this game quickly. Seahawks 44, Saints 13. I'm done with the Saints. I don't know why I bet on the Saints. I shouldn't have bet on the Saints. This game was over so fast. Blink of an eye, game was done. It was so crazy. The Seahawks had in the first half, they ran 21 plays total, 7 minutes and 41 7 minutes and 41 seconds time of possession. The score was 38-6.
Is a bad game. Bad pick that I gave out on part of my take on Friday. I feel like an idiot.
Well, we were all with you.
I feel like an idiot for betting on the Saints. They also just had the most frustrating coaching decision after the game was lost. The game.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
was
I want to
over.
talk about what you're about to talk about. Let me just explain how quickly the game was lost. It went. The start of the game was Saints turnover on down, Seahawks touchdown, Seahawks punt return touchdown, Seahawks block punt, and then they scored 2 plays later. The Seahawks had their first 4 offensive possessions. They scored 4 touchdowns on 15 total plays, and then also throw in the fact that there was a punt return in those in the middle of that. So that's how you get 38-6 at halftime.
Yeah, it was bad. 21 points in the first quarter. The game never felt like it was competitive. You can't even really blame Spencer Rattler too much for this loss. He is 0-9 as a starter. 0-9 as a starter for Rattler. But this was more about everything else. And then he came in and didn't really help things that much. But Kellen Moore and his decision-making was absolutely bizarre. So they were down 35-3. Actually, you know what? The first one, they were down 32-3, right?
Yeah.
First one, it was 4th and 4?
Yeah.
Around the 30-ish, somewhere in there. And he sends his kicker, Blake Grupe, out there to attempt a field goal, and everybody was like, what the fuck are you doing? The people that were announcing the game, I don't know who the commentators were, but they said, getting points is going to be good for momentum. I know why Kellen Moore is going to do this. He was trying to turn a 4-score game into a 3-score game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what his rationale was. Then they missed that field goal.
Yep.
Which is ball don't lie.
Yep.
You should not have tried that field goal. Saddest field goal of the week by far. And then
he had the saddest field goal maybe that I've ever seen. He was down 35-3. It was 4th and 2. Was the ball on like the?
It was like the 3-yard line.
The 3-yard line?
Yeah, with like 5.
Because it wasn't 4th and goal, was it? It was 4th and 2, but it was inside the 10.
Yeah, it was the end of the half.
Into the half, ball inside the 10. And he sends his field goal unit out there to cut it to 35-6.
It was quite something. It was the saddest field goal. Hank, if you need a diarrhea break, yeah, go. Diarrhea break, go. Hey, listen, we all got something. What are you doing? Go. Why? Are you okay? Oh, no.
He's like, gonna poop.
The way he got up.
Hearing about this field goal.
He didn't want to hear about the sad field goals.
He did not. But yeah, it was
crazy.
A 21-yard field goal. They were down 38-3.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more you can give up on a game than that.
No, they were as given up as possible. By the way, the one you're talking about at the end of the half, that wasn't 4th down. It was 1st down. They just ran out of time. There was 3 seconds left. It was 1st and goal from the 5.
So the other one was 4th and 2 then.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's 1st and goal from the 5. And they were just like, you know what? We're going to try to get some more points on the board here because we really want to just get more points on the board. I don't know.
First one, they were down 35-3. It was a 32-point game.
Yeah.
So they were trying to make it a 29-point game.
Correct.
Which I guess in that case, that's making a 4-score game a 4-score game.
I'm really bad at math.
No, it's worth.
No. That's a 5-score game.
Okay.
33 points is 5 scores.
Okay. So then
32 is the most you can get out of 4 scores.
And then they were down 38-3.
Yeah.
At the 21-yard field goal.
Just got to get points. He was going double sad field goal in the first half.
It's the saddest field goal I can ever remember.
Yeah. Yeah. It was and the Seahawks, yeah, they look good. Sam Darnold looked good. He didn't really have to do much. Like it was that fast and that quick that they jumped on him. Like I said, 15 plays in their first 4 drives. 15 plays total, all touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's as efficient could get.
It's crazy.
Yeah. 38 points and they had the ball for 7 minutes in the first half. 38 points, 7 minutes. That's insane. So Seahawks, Saints, I'm done with you. I had them in Frisky. I no longer have them in Frisky. They're out of Frisky.
Let's try to find the Saints' first win.
Okay. Seahawks, Thursday Night Football coming up against the Cardinals to kind of get themselves, they'd be 3-1 then? Be looking pretty good.
They're at the Bills next week.
No.
Saints at Bills.
No.
Then they have the Giants at home.
That could be Jackson Dart, because we're going to talk about the Giants real quick.
Then they have the Patriots at home.
No.
Then they're at the Bears.
That might actually be it, just to fuck us. But probably not. No, they'll win one of these. Giants, Patriots, Bears. I think feels like one of those they could find a way to win. But if they don't win that, Bucs, Rams is tough. They got to win one of those 3. They got to win one of those 3. The Giants, Patriots,
I think
Bears.
Giants at home is what. If you're a Saints fan, you're circling that one.
Yeah. By the way, the Saints, let's see. I'm looking up the line right now. The Saints at the Bills, 15.5.
I'm going to take the Bills.
It's tough. It's tough. All right, do the last 2 ads, and we'll do the last 2 games, and we'll do Who's Back of the Week.
Before we get back to the games, they're brought to you by Pepsi because food deserves Pepsi. Pepsi makes your food taste better. Pepsi enhances the flavor of your food. It makes the flavors pop. We were having cheeseburger sliders the other day. Pepsi, take a sip before you bite, another sip to wash it down. Food tastes way better. Every bite of food is better with Pepsi. It's perfect for watching football. It's great as a tailgate drink. Food deserves Pepsi. Cheeseburgers, in particular, deserve Pepsi. Buy Pepsi. It's delicious. You know you love Pepsi. Just buy it. It's great. Also, these games are brought to you by our good friends over at Wayfair. When you think game day, you might not think Wayfair, but you should, because Wayfair is the best kept secret for incredible and affordable game day finds. It's got outdoor tailgating stuff. You got coolers, grills, folding chairs, patio heaters. You got indoor game day items. You got recliners, TV stands, coffee tables, entertainment centers. And they've got game day cooking. They got serveware, barware, entertainment cookware like slow cookers. I might see if they have an ice maker for Hank. There's something for every style in every home, no matter your space or your budget. Wayfair makes it easy to tackle your home goals with room ideas and curated collections. I'm thinking about redoing my office at home. I'm going to go on Wayfair, see what they got in terms of nice computer chair. Right now I got it set up with a flight simulator, but I do need a functional chair and a functional desk in that office. I think I'm going to be shopping on Wayfair for that. It's your trusted destination for things on game day, from coolers and grills to recliners and slow cookers. Shop, save, and score today at Wayfair.com. That's WAYFAIR.com. Every style, every home.
Okay, Niners, Cardinals. Niners 16, Cardinals 15. This was a rock fight. Max just kept on saying as we were watching this game, these are two 2-0 teams.
They're 2-0 teams.
2-0 team.
And now the 49ers are a 3-0 team.
3-0.
And there, but for the grace of God, goes Mac Jones.
Yeah.
They asked him about the pick that he threw there, and he goes, I can't say that guy made a great play because I just threw the ball right at him.
Yeah.
So he just made a play, the play that he should have made on my pass. The 49ers got very lucky to win this game.
They went to Mac Jones hell and somehow came out of it because we had Mac Jones throw a bad interception, Mac Jones get a safety, which was actually a holding in the end zone, and then Mac Jones lead them on a game-winning drive.
Mm-hmm.
So they literally went through Mac Jones hell and came out the other side.
They did it all. Ricky Pearsall had a big game today.
He was awesome.
That was cool to see. And yeah, good for Kyle Shanahan for not letting Jake Moody sour him on letting kickers attempt field goals at the end of games.
Yeah.
Because Eddie Pinheiro drilled a big one
to
win this game. And yeah, the Niners are technically 3-0.
They are. Listen, I think the Niners, once they get healthy, are going to be a very good, legit team. They basically, their offense, they have Mac Jones throwing the ball, and they have Ricky Pearsall has to catch the ball, which he's good, and then they have to just hope that Christian McCaffrey can do everything because they couldn't really run the ball today, but Christian McCaffrey still ended up with 27 touches for 140 yards because he caught the ball a bunch too. I think he had like 10 receptions.
He had 88 yards receiving.
Yeah.
And he had the one that made the difference at the end. That got them into field goal territory. The Cardinals, I heard Hank was actually saying this earlier.
Hank's back from his stinger break.
Hank was talking about
how's the Rhea? How's the diarrhea?
It's not great. It's not great.
Right. Hey,
I don't want to,
we all got something.
No one wants to hear about it. We're here to talk football, but there's sometimes when it's an enjoyable experience sitting on the loo, and there's other times where it's just pain and you think you're never going to smile again, and it's you got demons in your stomach.
Listen, I get the like goosebumps and the cold sweats.
Yeah, just the bubbles and
that's the worst.
People.
The sweating is when you know.
And
it's like a panic sweat too.
Yeah,
it's like things are about to go real bad, real fast. It's like your body is in fight or flight mode.
Yeah, and listen, I know that we make this whole operation look glamorous, but it takes a lot to sit on a couch all day and eat pizza, wings, Chipotle, ice cream, and survive. And you know what? God gives its toughest battles to his strongest warriors.
I don't know if you guys talked about it already, but it was the no safety call against the Cardinals was absolute horseshit.
What do you mean?
Kyler Murray threw intentional grounding from the end zone.
Yeah.
And they didn't call it intentional grounding, which I still don't understand.
Yeah.
And then the 49ers got called for safety. The Cardinals got 2 points.
That was a good call.
49ers didn't. That was a good call, but they're both safeties.
Yeah,
didn't cover.
I didn't understand the Kyler Murray one either because he did not get the
made
ball back
every second of difference. Yeah, it was absolute horseshit.
Yeah, so Kyler Murray he ran back into the end zone.
He threw the ball from the end zone.
And then it
was intentional grounding.
Then he had 2 feet in the end zone as he launched the pass.
I guess the ball wasn't in the end zone when he threw it?
And as he threw it, the ball crossed the white line.
No, it was all the way out. It was out before that.
Yeah.
Like the ball was out of the end zone as he was throwing it. Like he started his motion.
But it's confusing to us because we're thinking about like basketball. If your feet are behind that line, that means that you're in that area, right? But in this case, was it the ball? Is that what they tried to say?
So if he was tackled right there, that wouldn't have been a safety?
It would have been a safety because
I think where the ball is.
I think
it's the spot of the ball.
Parallax angle.
No, but it's the spot of the ball. This is how all safeties always work. There's so many times when you think you have a safety, and they're like, no, the ball got out. Like the guy got tackled in the end zone, but the ball got out. We've seen it a million times.
It was close to a safety.
Should have been safety.
But they won the game anyway, so it's okay.
Well,
they didn't cover.
minus
there
one
we
and a
go.
half.
But
That's
I
where
heard
it's coming from.
I heard Hank saying this earlier. I wasn't saying this. I know Big Cat was not saying this earlier. But Marvin Harrison Jr. might suck.
Dude,
I did.
Yeah.
I think he's
he just drops balls.
I think he's great. I think he's an awesome
I'm
player.
not scared to say it. Apparently you are, but yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yes.
And James Conner got hurt, which sucks. I always root for James Conner. But yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr.'s.
The one drop that he had was
He has the yips. You said it earlier.
Yeah.
Ken, receivers. He has the yips.
both him and Brian Thomas.
Yeah, not good.
Well, on that on that one that he dropped, he was definitely too open on that.
But the other one when they called the defensive pass or the pass interference on his teammate that got like interfered with in the end zone, and he still had a perfectly catchable ball. Like a receiver should catch that. NFL receiver probably 9 times out of 10.
Like everything that we were scared of happening with Jamar Chase when he got to the NFL, where he's like, yeah, there's stripes on the ball. It's a different ball. It's kind of weird. That's what's happened to Marvin Harrison Jr. It's really strange.
He was solid last year too. Like he wasn't that bad, but he's been horrible this
He
year.
wasn't great last year.
Yeah.
Cardinals fans would disagree with your. They'd be like, no.
I had him on my fantasy team. I thought he contributed. Did okay.
He helped you out.
Yeah. This year is terrible.
Because he doesn't have your coaching.
Yeah.
I'm not buying the Cardinals. I haven't been all year. Like I said, they played the Niners tough, but it was Mac Jones too. Mac Jones tried to give him that game.
There was also an injury to Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was like an ACL.
He did thumbs down.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he was walking off the field. He saw somebody in the stands. They got him on camera. He hit them with the Bosa shrug.
Yeah.
Which was unintentional. It wasn't like that's just what he does.
Yeah.
Is he did the shrug and then he goes thumbs down on my knee. So I think everybody thought, okay, maybe this is bad. I think he's going to be back, but
49ers just have the worst luck with,
Yeah.
With all their injuries. The Bucs and the 49ers. I feel like they just have group injuries.
yeah.
All right, last game. Bears 31, Cowboys 14. Bears won their gateway game. The gateway game happened. Now everything is back open. Season's back open. That was a very fun watch. Caleb looked awesome. Ben Johnson, I feel like he was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just be ourselves. Also, we're playing the Cowboys. They suck on defense. And yeah, it was awesome.
Their defense was so bad today. So bad.
The Cowboys,
yeah.
No, they are bad.
Yeah, yeah, and Caleb, but I'm not even saying that to take away from anything that Caleb did, because he was making great plays with his legs. He was making great plays, keeping his eyes down the field and solid throws. But also the Cowboys defense is bad. Two things can be true. And I think Caleb was really, really good today. And he did that against a playoff team in the Cowboys. Jerry Jones said after the game he still fully believes that the Cowboys are a playoff.
Oh, okay.
So that's good.
I do not believe that. But yeah, it was fun. I mean, Caleb looked awesome. He was making the right reads. He had obviously that trick play, which was crazy. DeAndre Swift, I do not think he was supposed to put that much air on the flea flicker pass backwards.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck. And then Caleb just ripped it to Luther Burden, ripped another one to Rome Odunze, that touchdown to Cole Kmet. Like, as cool as the trick play was, and it was awesome, I thought the Bears, the thing that I was most excited about were the two drives, their last drive in the first half and their first drive in the second half, because the last drive in the first half was like a classic moment where it actually, our good friend Tom Fernelli texted me before we got the ball. He's like, let's go get 6. And they did. And afterwards he's like, this ever happened where we've been like, hey, let's go get 6, and we actually did. But it was 17-14, 2.5 minutes left. And the Bears just went down the field and scored a touchdown. And they scored it on a 4th down. And it was, or actually, no, the 4th down was later. But they scored it. It was the Cole Kmet touchdown. They, 7 plays, 71 yards, touchdown drive. It was like, holy shit. They had 2.5 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get a touchdown. They went and got a touchdown. And then the drive in the third quarter where they just played bully ball. And it was a 19-play drive, 9 minutes and 54 seconds. Ben Johnson was like, we've gotten all this way. We're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Kill shot, 31-14, game over. That was awesome. It was just very, very fun. It was the first. No, I'm not going to say it, because then I'm going to the Packers fans are going to use this against me. It was last year, Week 18. The Packers weren't. I don't think they were playing for anything really, and the Bears won. This was the first time the Bears won a game where they were like still alive since London of last year, which was like week 5. So it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
They've won a game where it's like, oh, now we can see what happens for the next week, and not, oh, they won a game, then the season ended and we only won 5 games.
So what were you going to say?
No, that's what I was going to say. Packers fans are going to be like, oh, you're saying that it wasn't even a real game that you beat the Packers.
No, I think they had some playoff seeding stuff. There was some,
but I'm saying the Bears didn't have anything. Like,
yeah,
the Bears haven't won a game where they then were like, oh, next week let's see if we can build on this.
It was a great win.
They've lost 11 in a row last year.
And as excited as Bears fans are to see Caleb go out there and play really well, I think they're more excited about the fact that they get free hot dogs at Wiener Circle on Tuesday.
Yes.
Where if he throws 4 touchdowns, then the whole city of Chicago gets free hot dogs.
Yeah, Wiener Circle. They're not going to be able to handle it.
They're going to go out of business.
Yeah. Be careful on all traffic.
But no, that kicked ass. And Ben Johnson outcoached Matt Eberflus.
Yeah, there was a funny tweet. I got to pull it up because I bookmarked it because I want to give the guy credit. It was Ben Devine said, finally Matt Eberflus is developing Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. It was a very impressive performance. It was awesome.
Yeah. So Caleb had 298 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's got 7 touchdowns on the season, 1 interception. He's ripping it up.
He said that
stepping forward
on that deep pass on the flea flicker to Luther Burden. He said that he sucked at that throw in practice. He said he underthrew him every time in practice.
Love it.
And he told him in the game, like, "Hey, I'm not gonna underthrow you on this one."
Yeah,
that's a way better thing to say than in the past when he's been like, "That play was awesome in practice."
Yeah. I'm excited. Even though you pointed out the Cowboys' defense sucks.
I mean, they do.
I was gonna wait to point that out. You pointed it out right away. But I'm still excited. That was fun.
It was a very fun game.
Kind of yucked it a little bit.
Well, you knew. I mean, the Cowboys.
Yeah, I know, but I was going to say it at the end. I was going to have some enjoy the moment of Caleb being awesome and looking awesome.
I think you're being a little sensitive because I was.
Well, it was the first time that he's looked like that,
and he was awesome
ever. What memes? Help me out here. Memes gonna. Yeah,
you go to memes.
Well, no, his quarterback's not even playing right now.
Go to memes.
I had one. This is the first time I've been able to be like, that was so much fun. Caleb Williams looked awesome,
and I
know it came against a bad defense. It was awesome.
But now you got a Week 4 Super Bowl coming up because if you lose to the Raiders, the season it's beyond over, right?
I wanted to
calling the Raiders a Week 4 Super Bowl.
No, I'm saying
that was way meaner than what I
wanted to disagree with that, but I don't know if that might be true.
If you got to stack wins, if you beat the Raiders, you're 2-2.
You got to stack wins.
And things can happen.
Yes,
things can happen from 2-2.
No, that's why this week
if
was
you
the gateway.
lose against the Raiders, 1-3 season's over.
Part of the gateway opening was beating.
That's the Super Bowl. You got to win.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but this was the gateway.
No, the gateway, though, then opens you up to must-wins.
To another gateway.
No. Must-wins.
Okay.
There's no – you can't – if you lose to the Raiders and then in Week 7 you're like, oh, it's a gateway.
It's a must-win.
There is no – the gate is closed.
Yeah. No, it's a must-win.
But if you lose to the Raiders, then are you out on thinking that you might get to 5-4, 6-3?
No, we'll just have to open up another gateway game.
Okay, then you go. So you
go back to the
gateway, then must win. Yeah. Then if you lose,
you do a gateway game to get to a must win because a gateway game is not saying that you're have to win. It's saying if you lose, it's over.
But it also depends who you're playing. Like if you were playing, an Eagles, Rams, Chiefs, it wouldn't be a must win.
You got to beat the Raiders.
You got to beat the Raiders.
Got to beat the Raiders.
What's the difference between a gateway and a portal game?
Portal's in college when you enter the portal and change schools.
But you had a portal game, I think, last year.
I think it was a gateway game. Same thing.
Okay, so it's the same thing.
Yeah. Either way, that was really fun. It was a very, very enjoyable watch, except for the over not hitting. Max, you will never talk about Joe Milton in a positive way again. You said that after. I texted you that, and you said, yes, you're right.
I get it. I get until maybe Wednesday things can change.
No, come on.
We talked about this.
The dude just fucking does the same thing every time. We needed that over.
7 points in the second half is fucking disgusting. Disgusting. The Cowboys being inside the 1 yard line and they didn't run once is so fucking beyond me. How do you not just run? Just try it one time.
Especially
Javonte Williams has been fucking awesome. No one cares about your fucking bets, but that over should have hit.
Yeah, well, and CeeDee Lamb getting hurt was a big miss for the Cowboys. But yeah, and the Cowboys were running the ball on our defense isn't good, so gonna have to they were giving up 6 yards a carry.
I'll also say that there was a buzz in the air when Joe Milton got in.
There was.
Like it
Well, he was slinging it.
It felt different. The ball flies different coming out of his hands.
It does. It was fun. That interception that he had.
I miss him.
It's because his arm's too strong. He threw it too fast. Turpin didn't get there in time. He's too good. Joe Milton's the problem is never with Joe Milton not being able to play the game of football. The problem is the game of football not being advanced enough as a sport to adequately live up to Joe Milton's arm.
He also got it down to the 2 without.
No, he didn't.
He did, and then there's bullshit penalty.
So he didn't get it to the 2.
But
he never ran a play on the 2.
But the ball was at the 2, and then.
But it was never spotted at the 2.
The ball got to the 2-yard line.
The ref never spotted the ball at the 2.
But the football was there.
Okay, but so if you just throw the ball in the air and it bounces,
wrong. It was caught and brought to and down at the 2, and then
you gave me your word that you were gonna quit. Joe
that was an emotional time.
Okay,
he is awesome.
I wish he got me.
Did you hear Tom Brady talking about him? Tom Brady was like, "This guy's body is built to throw a football. Look at that arm, long, skinny, like a whip." And I was like, "Tom's right."
It was a bad pick.
It's a bad pick.
It's fine.
It's a Joe Milton pick. 1,000 miles an hour.
It was awesome.
Right into a guy's chest.
Great pick.
He was put in a bad spot.
You had to force it.
Literally the easiest spot.
No, he needed to score twice to win.
No, they gave up because they put him in. It was the easiest spot you could possibly be in. No one's playing anymore.
Joe Milton was trying to win that football game.
No one was playing. Yeah, fun day though. I had a lot of fun. Caleb looked awesome. Ben Johnson looked like he got his footing a little bit. I know it's against the Cowboys defense. This doesn't really count, but we're gonna stack some things.
No, it counts for the reasons why I said it counted, which was that regardless of their defense, like the plays that Caleb was making were great plays.
Yeah, he looked good.
The throws were great. The running was great. Decision making was great. It was an awesome game for him.
I'm excited. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. Gateway has been opened. We'll see where we go from there. I do have a stat for you, PFT. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Today, Caleb got his 4,000th yard passing as a Bear. The Bears now lead the entire NFL with most quarterbacks with at least 4,000 yards passing. No big deal. And they pass the Commanders. Wait,
the Bears lead the NFL.
This is a stat from.
Say it again.
I want to shout out the guy. It's the funniest thing I've seen because it's a hilarious stat because it takes you. It's like a kidney shot. You have to walk away before you realize it's an insult. This was from JP Analyst. The Bears have more 4,000-yard passers than any other team in history. We have 21 4,000-yard passers. The Washington Commanders have 20. No big deal. Sorry, we're number one.
Have more 4,000-yard passers.
Yeah.
Which is how many?
21. We have 21 guys who've had at least 4,000 yards total for the Chicago Bears.
My
Commanders have 20.
My brain is just trying to, because you understand when I hear 4,000-yard passer.
Yes, correct.
I think of the old Bears stat.
Yes, I'm not saying for one season. I'm saying for their career.
Right, okay.
Caleb Williams now has 4,000 yards in a Bears uniform. It took him a year and 3 games.
Yep. No, that
21 guys who've done it. It's literally a stat being like, this is how many quarterbacks you have employed.
And that makes sense that you have surpassed us.
Yes.
Because
the Eagles are third. 17.
You forget, like, how awesome was that, 5 seasons where you had Jay Cutler?
Yeah.
That stability of just having one guy that was good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bears still don't have a 4,000-yard passer in a season, but they have the most guys who have had 4,000 yards total in their Bears career.
Good for them.
Oh, such a funny graphic to look at. You're like, fuck yeah. And then you're like, oh, shit. That's just a lot of really bad quarterbacks. But, yeah, that happened. So, congrats to Caleb. All right. Rollback question, rhoback.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. What? What are you looking at?
Oh, okay. I was just looking up the Commander stats. I think Jaden has 4,001 yards passing, but they probably didn't take that into account. That he was probably the one that tied us. We were tied with you for 1 week.
Yeah.
And then Bears took the lead again.
Yeah.
Got it.
Look at this. See? Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, like Houston has 5 guys because they haven't been a franchise for very long. Okay, rollback question. rhoback.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. My rollback question to the whole group is Russell Wilson done?
Should be.
Yeah, I think the time has come. Have you guys ever seen Old Yeller? I actually haven't. I refuse to watch that movie.
That was a pitiful that sequence. So the Chiefs
I haven't
won.
either.
I haven't either.
Have you seen Marley and Me?
Nope.
Nope.
I haven't
Watch
either.
it.
But I'm pretty sure what we're looking at with
Bambi.
Russell Wilson is
Seen Bambi.
pretty similar to both Marley and Me and Old Yeller.
Yes.
But it was bad tonight for old Russie.
The
The moon balls were there, but they were just thrown directly to safeties.
Yes. And so the Chiefs get their first win, played good defense, looked like Mahomes. That was crazy because we started recording. The play the Chiefs ran where it looked like a touchdown and the guy dropped it. I don't know if it was
Thornton.
Tyquan
Yeah. Thornton.
They just literally were like, we'll just do that again. And then they did it again and they got it.
Mm-hmm.
So you could see the Chiefs are starting to come along of like taking deep shots, trying to bring their offense along. But yeah, the story out of this game, because I think we all think the Chiefs are going to be just fine and be a playoff team. Oh, they're not?
I don't think so.
Okay. The Russell Wilson, it's just got to end.
Got to go.
This was too much. That sequence at the end of the game with like 2 minutes left when they were first and goal from I think like the 4-yard line. He got an intentional grounding penalty.
Which is egregious.
Intentional
grounding at the 4-yard line is egregious.
Yeah. He just threw a check down. Then he threw 2 straight balls like out of the end zone. Just not even near anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing it.
Yeah.
To try not to get another intentional grounding, I guess. But yeah, I think it's got to be done.
Jackson Dart was again electric when he got in the game. Had
Yeah.
a carry for 3 yards.
Yep.
What do you guys think about his look?
So the turtleneck. Good question. The turtleneck is interesting.
And the
chain?
$100,000 chain, half face paint.
Yeah, the turtleneck is kind of like boy band from 1997 type look. I don't know. I feel like a turtleneck in decent warm weather would actually like hamper you as a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like it.
I just think he's putting himself in a spot of like, if you're going to look like that, you have to play really, really
You have to be
really,
good.
really good.
Yep.
You also have to be a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't wear all that
Yeah.
and like play 2 plays a game.
No,
Yeah.
but in his case, it's like everyone knows he's going to be the starter. Dress for the job you
Wait.
want, not the job you have,
No.
Max.
But you also don't dress like
wait
that till
and-
after you start
yes.
to win.
Yeah.
Him dressing like that is making Russ Wilson play worse.
Like Joe Burrow didn't
Because-
dress like that off the rip.
Well, he was a starter off the rip, right?
But I'm saying it took him like, he didn't, he went to the Super Bowl and then he kind of became like
Started dressing like
swaggy
that,
Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're Russell Wilson and you look over at the sidelines and your backup is wearing the turtleneck and the chain and he's got the sweet towel and everything, you don't exactly feel comfortable in your job security at that point. It's like, this guy's obviously taking my job.
How much fun do you think it is to get in for those 2 plays for Jackson Dart? You got to be like, holy shit, that was sick.
Yeah, probably.
Played in an NFL game.
It's probably pretty sweet because now
Yeah.
he can like go out in Hoboken and they're like, yo, Jackson, you should be playing more often. He's like, I know.
And also you have to take a shower.
Yeah.
Like you got to do something.
Yeah. Like, well, that didn't stop Biz.
That's true.
Biz used to shower with the boys after he was a healthy scratch.
Yeah, that's true. Though that's just showering. With the
That's just
boys.
being a dude. Now, the Giants offense should run entirely through Cam Scatterbo.
Oh, something about
Entirely.
Scatterbo.
He is
Something about Scatterbo.
something about him. I can't put my finger on it. There's something about him that I trust. This seems like a hardworking lunch pail, gritty guy, ham and eggs.
He just
Kind of guy you'd
runs
like to
through
date your
people.
daughter. Yeah. He's awesome to watch with the ball. The balance that he has is just incredible. He's going through contact, spinning on one leg, and then getting up and screaming in people's faces. At least the Giants have that to watch.
Yeah.
You have a couple things going for you if you're a Giants fan. One, Graham Gano's groin, I guess, isn't entirely shattered.
Yeah.
Even though before the game they basically said he wasn't going to kick, and then Gano was like, "Oh, I can make a 30-yarder. Just send me out there."
We need like an Amber Alert before a game to like be like, hey, the kicker's not playing because weird shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
Because that's all that happened is weird shit just happened. Like, they got their extra point blocked. Will they, won't they go for it? I just want to know right away because it just changes how a game goes. Oh, Graham Gano did come out, so he did come out and kick one.
Yeah. That's what I said. So they brought him out it was like a really short one towards the end, which made it 4 field goals for the game, which I appreciated. But they talked about him before the game like he wasn't, like the Giants weren't going to have a kicker, which happens all the time to the Giants.
Yeah.
They got to figure that out. But at least you've got that. You've got Cam Scatterbo, who's so fun to root for. And then you've got the prospect of Jackson Dart supplanting Russell Wilson at some point.
Yeah.
So you got some things.
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, you got Malik Neighbors.
You didn't get I think that's really like the big we got to be done with Russ is when you aren't getting the ball to Malik Neighbors. He had 2 catches for 13 yards. I know he got banged up, but like I don't know. He's just be done with Russ. We've seen this too much.
So
it's over. It's over.
The question
it's
is it this week against the Chargers? You have to go to Los Angeles. No, that's at home. Sorry. At home against the Chargers.
And Andrew Thomas did play tonight. He did. He was on a snap count, so I always thought that they were going to wait till he comes back to put Jackson Dart back in. So maybe this week he's ready to go for the whole time.
Is it this week or is it the week after at the Saints?
Probably Saints.
I felt like it was the Saints. You want to protect him a little bit.
Yeah.
That seems like the time.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's let Jameis start against the Chargers.
Yeah. Give us
bridge quarterback.
Jameis. Give us fucking Jameis. A literal bridge quarterback, a weak bridge quarterback.
Yeah.
A week-long bridge quarterback.
Well, to save your fans from jumping off them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and Russ, you should want, like, you've had an awesome career, dude. Like, we can't, this is just getting sad, right? Like, let's stop.
Because he tries so hard.
And it's tough to watch. It's tough to watch. He was, like, just throwing checkdowns at the end of the game, too, like, into the dirt. Tough to watch. But the Chiefs have won their first game.
And I think they'll be fine, too.
Yeah.
I think Chiefs are going to make the playoffs. That Patrick Mahomes play that he had today was incredible. Threw the ball backwards to Pacheco, who didn't really seem like it was his number one priority to dive on the ball.
No.
Defense scooped it up. Mahomes with a chase down tackle and strip directly into his own hands, got the ball back.
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the cave. I actually, and you said to PFT, I think every time a quarterback throws it behind the line of scrimmage, that should just be a fumble.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Hank. Yeah.
Max,
thank you for reminding me to bring that up.
What? I just searched Mahomes. There's a lot of
Hank had a really good point.
Hank made a great point, but
you totally missed it.
You weren't listening, so we'll see if you bring it up later.
I was trying to find the clip of Mahomes, and then I got distracted.
Tell Max the point Hank made.
No, wait, Max. What was Mahomes doing in the clip they brought up?
It was Mahomes loses 15 yards, and then Chris Collinsworth like fondling, or a meme of a guy fondling balls saying this is Chris Collinsworth.
It was. I mean, Mahomes did it twice where he just threw it backwards for like no reason.
I still don't know what Hank said.
Zach,
so he threw the ball backwards, and then but was it a fumble?
Yeah.
It was.
The first time it was, but they didn't call it.
Yeah, Zach, what do you think there's like a rule change or something?
That everyone behind there is a fumble?
Yeah. Behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
What do you think about that, Max?
I think that should be a rule change.
Yeah, okay.
We should talk about that.
Good shit. All right, let's finish up Who's Back of the Week. Who's Back of the Week is sponsored by Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea is a refreshing hard iced tea made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea is the perfect alcohol beverage to keep the good times going all season long, whether you're hanging out at a friend's house, catching a game at the stadium, or at the bar, or just seeing where the day takes you. Twisted Tea is there to turn your day up a notch and make a good time a great time. Keep it twisted. Grab a tea. It's game time. Stock up on ice-cold Twisted Tea today. Okay, Hank.
My Who's Back of the Week is playoff baseball.
Oh, you found one of me just... found another one. Chris Collinsworth watching Mahomes recover a fumble, and it's my quote from Saturday. I feel like I'd come right away. I was talking about soaking in Utah.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Yeah, I got lost in the memes. That's on me.
Yeah.
I was trying to do my job, and then I got distracted.
All right. Yeah.
It's hold on to your butts time. The AL especially. I think the Blue Jays clinched today. They were the first AL team to clinch a spot in the playoffs. 1 week left in the season. The Tigers are like collapsing.
Imploding.
The Guardians, who seemed like, I just follow the guys. We have a bunch of Cleveland guys that are here, and it seemed like in the middle of the season, they had more or less given up.
Surging.
Even like a month ago, it was kind of like they have no shot at the playoffs or so far back. They might win the AL Central.
Yep.
NL, I know, is also like there's a lot of jockeying for position and a lot of stuff that can still happen in the next week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting. I mean,
the Astros.
we got Ryder Cup this weekend, and then it's full gear playoff baseball.
It's the best time of year.
Probably going to be Red Sox Yankees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although legitimately every day it switches.
Yeah, right now, like the Astros and the Guardians would have to play, I think, another game. They had to play 163. They're both tied for the last playoff.
So
for the last wild card.
If the
spot.
season ended today in the National League, who's in?
It would be
obviously you got your
Cubs versus the Padres, and it would be the Dodgers versus the Reds because the Reds have the tiebreaker on the Mets.
Because the Reds and the Cubs are BFFs, and the Cubs let the Reds win baseball.
Correct.
Games so that the Mets don't make it.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cubs still have to play a little bit because they don't want to. They want to play home against the Padres, and they're only 3 games up on the Padres,
which will be a best of 3, all 3 games at home.
Correct. That's how the wild card works. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm excited too, Hank. It's going to be fun. Do you think you're going to make it?
I do, but 65-35. Yes.
Okay. Did you play the Blue Jays? And I guess the Blue Jays.
The Tigers.
And the Blue Jays. So the Tigers will definitely be playing for something, or most likely. And the Blue Jays are still going to be playing for home field throughout because they're 3 games up right now on the Mariners for home field throughout. Yeah. The AL's got some spicy races. There's nothing good like a little last week of the season pennant race.
And you got Cal Raleigh, who, 58 home runs?
Yeah, he passed Griffey.
So there's a chance that he surpasses Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
If he continues hitting like this.
Yeah.
It's be kind of for the AL record, which the haters would say is the all-time record.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. He's awesome. Big dumper, our guy. But yeah, playoff baseball's coming in. Yeah, the Phillies are just cruising right now, Max.
Yeah, we lost 2 or 3 this weekend, but
okay.
We're in cruise control right now.
Yeah, but you could still maybe get the 1 seed.
Yeah,
you'd have to win. You'd probably have to win.
We're down. We're 2.5 back. I mean, we're probably gonna get we're focused on getting the bye.
Got it.
The magic number is 2 right now to get the bye.
Okay. Yeah, the Mets aren't even in the playoffs right now.
Correct.
The Mets need to be in the playoffs. I'll say that.
It's not happening. They fucking suck.
Really?
I mean, they just keep playing Cedric Mullins. He was the worst trade deadline acquisition of all time. He fucking sucks.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you think he'll be in the playoffs, Memes?
I don't.
Okay,
I do.
Good answer.
I do.
I do.
In the Mets history, how many times have they made the playoffs in back-to-back seasons?
It's a
I
great
feel like
question.
this is going to be a 1 or 2. 2.
That is disgusting. New York teams are a joke.
I'm rooting very heavily against
Max
that.
is so scared of having to go spend a week in New York and just be in that cave.
We did kind of set that precedent that if
If the Phillies make it against the Mets, then you go. Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What does that look?
Nothing.
Oh. Red Sox Yankees?
What about it?
Oh, Max is smiling ear to ear right now.
That's a much different precedent.
But they're both New York teams, and we have the New York office. And people stream the games there.
I'm not the one that said Max had to go.
Well, yeah.
What about last year? Did you say you had to go last year?
No, we can.
But yeah, playoff baseball.
I still haven't hopped on the bandwagon yet, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've been,
You're right.
That's honestly very fair.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Regardless, okay, if you guys make the playoffs, are you automatically on the
yes,
bandwagon?
duh. What do you mean? Yes,
because you might be like,
no,
we're not going to win anything.
No.
Are you watching any Red Sox games right now?
No.
Yeah, that's
Are you
tough.
checking the scores every night?
Yes.
Every night.
That's running along it. Yeah.
No.
It's like in theory he cares.
Once Roman Anthony got hurt, it was like, all right, we're kind of screwed. Maybe Team of Destiny, but it's like
That's fine.
I was kind of waiting. I said it. I've been very honest about where I'm at with this
you
team
have.
this entire year. And the Roman Anthony injury, I was like, well, that's our best player. He got hurt. It's tough. It's tough to win a World Series without your best player. If we make the playoffs, though, just by design, as you just have to do it. Like you have to hop on the bandwagon and watch.
Philly's
all the
best
games.
player got hurt for the rest of the year.
Bryce Harper,
Zach Wheeler.
Damn, shaded Schwarber.
Well,
Are the Red Sox better without Devers?
Yeah, they have been, right?
Yeah.
Good trade.
I guess.
I'm excited. I'm gonna go to all the Cubs game. Well, they gotta clinch the home games. But yes, I'm excited for some playoff baseball. Very excited. I need it to be like 15 degrees colder. Don't you agree?
Nah,
no.
You guys don't want that?
this weather's been perfect.
No, but it has to be like you guys agree that like the playoff baseball you have to be in like the 60s.
I agree with that. If I had a team that was in the playoffs, I would be rooting for it to feel more like fall.
Just 60s. I'm not asking for cold. I'm just saying I don't want to watch playoff baseball in the 80s.
Yeah, as a
70s.
As a bystander, I'm okay with the 70s and 80s.
70s is.
What if it just goes back up as soon as the Cubs game is over?
Yeah, I'm fine with
That's fine. I'm just. Once it starts to get colder, then you start to think about that it's getting real cold.
I agree. Which, speaking of which, daylight savings is coming up this Saturday. So make sure you change your clocks.
very excited for Zach's first
man.
Chicago winner.
Oh man. PFT, you're who's back of the week?
Do you have that jacket yet, Zach?
I don't yet. People have sent me some solid recommendations. I have yet to acquire it yet because it's been so nice out still. It's been like kind of good.
Yeah, but you want to get the jacket before it gets cold.
Great point. You're right. I got to get that.
Just get a really nice warm jacket.
Really nice.
PFT.
My who's back of the week is Ralphie.
Yes.
Because Colorado got a new Buffalo Ralphie. Ralphie 7. This is the 7th Ralphie. The old Ralphie did not feel much like running. The new Ralphie made its debut over the weekend, and this Ralphie is fucking awesome. This Ralphie is fast. This Ralphie is like
debut.
A little under control. Shout out to Ralphie's handlers. I don't know how they tell the Buffalo which direction to run as it makes it circle kind of around the field, but they get it right back in the pen. Awesome debut.
Yep.
Rookie of the year right now is Ralphie in college football.
And by the way, just if you missed it, Ralphie 6 did not pass away. Ralphie 6 released a press statement saying Ralphie was no longer interested in running.
Yeah, so it did not feel much like running. It was not its thing.
The most relatable press release of all time.
But this Ralphie, it was born to run.
Yes.
This Ralphie, I can tell.
Almost got away.
Like a bat out of hell.
Yeah.
This thing took off. So this is good thing. This is all good things for the Buffaloes.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, my who's back of the week. I told you guys I'd tell this story because we were all separate this weekend. I was in Utah. Shout out Utah, by the way. Incredible crowd for Big Noon kickoff. Awesome stadium. But on Friday night, I got Rinaldi'd. So Tom Rinaldi works for Fox. Awesome dude. And I say this in like the most loving way because he was like really nice, fun person to like have dinner with. But Tom Rinaldi is exactly Tom Rinaldi when you're watching like when he talks to like a kid who's gone through adversity, when he, like E60s, he obviously doesn't work at ESPN anymore. He broke me down mentally. Like, I see a therapist every week, and it wasn't even close to what Tom Rinaldi did to me.
How much could he charge as a therapist?
All right, so here's two of the questions he was asking me. He was also calling me Cat, which I loved. He was just like, so Cat. And again, I enjoyed this a lot, but this is just, I think Tom Rinaldi is just one of those guys that's very interested in people.
How many people were at this dinner?
It was 2 tables of like 10 each, but he and I were at the end of the table, so we were sitting across from each other. So it was like, kind of one-on-one. He asked me 1 to 10 and you can't answer 5. How much of a risk taker would you say you've been in your life? And I was like, what is that question? This is a dinner question. And then the other one was,
What was your answer?
I said a 7. And he said that his biggest regret is being too low of a risk taker. And I was like, okay.
Did you say that's bullshit, I want to answer 5?
No, I thought about it more because like saying you can't answer 5 is like, oh shit.
I think that's his trick because if you want to answer 5, that actually means that you're a 1.
Yeah, right. But I didn't want to answer a 5.
Yeah.
And then his other one was, he's like, Kat, would you say you fear rejection or failure more? And I was just like, what is, it just blew my mind how he would just ask these questions. He just kept on going through it.
Yeah, I would need like a follow-up on that one too.
Yeah, I did.
Aren't they kind of the same thing?
But they're not.
If you get rejected, doesn't that mean you failed at
No, he
At
no,
not
he was
getting
saying,
rejected?
No, you can fail without rejection, and you can be rejected without being because I was talking about working at Barstool and like what other people thought about it.
Rejection.
Is that rejection? Is it failure? So yeah, I got Rinaldi.
I think my biggest
awesome.
fear is now getting Rinaldi.
It was. I actually enjoyed the dinner so much with him, but it was just very funny because his cadence, his tone, it's exactly the same, and I got to basically do my own mini E60 with Tom Rinaldi at dinner.
He should have a little portable piano that he pays somebody to follow him around with. That makes their really somber, twinkling sounds and notes.
Yeah,
provides the soundtrack to the interview. Yeah, so many people must cry when they talk to Tom Rinaldi.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get me to cry. I was pretty close. Also, I came back and we all do this. We have dumb thoughts in our head, and then we say them out loud. And then when you say them around people, and they're like, "What the fuck did you just say?" That happened to me because we were talking about how we all have tummy stingers right now, and I was like, "Yeah, I have diarrhea. I think it was just the altitude." And I had Italian for dinner on Friday, and everyone laughed in my face, and they're like, "Altitude?" I was like, "Yeah, that must have been it."
I heard that excuse, and I was like, "We're blaming the altitude and diarrhea."
It wasn't because I ate 4,000 calories and 6 different desserts at the Italian dinner. Well, it was the altitude.
The air's thin. What's it going to do to your poop?
Yeah, because I had convinced myself. I was like, I'm not sick. It's the altitude.
Yeah, I've been working off diarrhea for about 4 days now, 3 days.
Tummy stingers.
Tummy stingers.
What do you got, Hank? What are you looking at? What? Can you speak? This is a podcast.
I'm just. Are we we got it? There's an elephant in the room here.
What?
The ice cream machine.
No.
That's
okay.
These guys said they didn't. I didn't get it till.
I had 2 servings.
I haven't had ice cream in a month.
I also didn't get it till Friday, and I didn't have any ice cream on Friday. I didn't. I
had no ice cream today.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. That might be because you haven't had ice cream. Your body's like, "What's going on?"
Maybe.
I did have ice cream, even though I have a tummy stinger. That's how tough I am. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna let this take me down," and then it did take me down even further. Zach, finish this off.
My Who's Back of the Week is PFT.
Oh.
I was recently tasked with some logistics on the most recent Pop Punk show, and I was reminded that outside this podcast, PFT is also just a punk rock star. I've seen him do guitar riffs in the office and some clips, but seeing it on the stage in real time was pretty sick, and just being able to have being able to be that good at a musical instrument to be able to come together as a band and perform for people was sick to watch.
Thank you, Zach. The shows are a lot of fun, and Zach did a great job, by the way. Him and Jacob, the Cream Team guys, they were the roadies for Pop Punk, so made the drive to Bloomington. They got everything there safe and sound. Zach, you drove back.
I did.
And everything was cool with your drive?
Everything was good. No issues.
Okay. The parallel parking job that you guys did outside the venue was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life, though. It took them probably, 7 minutes to parallel park?
It took quite a while, but that van, no windows in the back. Rearview mirror, useless. Void mirror, not good.
That's true. What did you guys talk about?
Throughout the drive?
Yeah, on the drive.
Oh, it was all over the place. You start with music, but then after a while, the music goes out the window. Then we start getting a little bit personal. We was going into some family stuff. He was giving me backstory. I was giving him a little bit of backstory.
And you guys were great on stage, too.
It was a good ride.
You guys were ripping shots on stage.
Hell yes.
Cool to see, Zach.
It was sick to watch you guys perform. I thought that was awesome.
PFT shreds. He absolutely shreds.
He absolutely rips the guitar and the stage presence as well. So he's like captivating the audience and destroying the guitar at the same time. Pretty sick.
You know what we call that?
What do we call that?
A rock star.
Punk rock star.
Yeah.
Stamp it.
I think there's a chance that at the Chicago show, I think we might do Freebird again.
Oh, hell yes.
Sick.
I think. And I'm going to try to get one of the Freebird guitars to do it.
Hell yes.
Even though I'm not worthy of touching it or looking at it.
Hell yes.
We'll see.
Okay. Numbers.
3.
Oh, yes. Nice. Memes.
22.
33.
I'll go 4.
I'm going to go
99 Pug.
85.
61.
19. 76.
What'd you guess, Hank?
22.
I don't know about you. I'm feeling 22.
31. PFT, your birthday.
Hell yeah.
Which is 131 days away.
Oh, we got the clock set? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 130 days away.
Oh yeah, aren't you getting a death clock?
Yeah, we got to get Memes' death clock.
Sick.
Love you guys. Love you, Memes.
Whatever.